The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr and Sweet Tea. Travis Rogers, let's do it. The Monday edition of the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is on right now. For your Monday, February 2nd, the No Stress Sports Talk Express. We're back from the weekend. Super Week is here. I guess we can squeeze McVay and Wes Snead getting contract extensions into Super Week. We'll count you down to the big game on Sunday. Plus, Lakers lose to the Knickerbockers yesterday. Can they close out the Grammy road trip with a win tomorrow night? All of that, and of course, we're going to relax you. We're going to have some smiles. Producer Laura is here. Young D, producer DeAndre, Reese and the social team in the back, and you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show, your Monday afternoon right now.
Yay! You better nail that. If you try the New York mascot, you better nail that.
Nick.
Just say Knicks for short. you better nail that, bro. Just saying.
Knicks is fine.
Right. You ever
Knicks
notice?
is perfectly fine.
Everybody looks up when you say that or try to say that. That's so funny. What's up, Trav?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good, my man. Yeah, had a great weekend. Lots of fun.
Good.
Yeah, even though we lost.
Yeah, the 6-7ers went down.
We're out
in overtime, though.
In
You had
OT.
a furious rally in
no
the fourth
one knew
quarter.
The rules. Yes. Saw a good Royal Rumble. It was kind of boring, and saw a boxing match that I really liked watching.
Okay.
Yeah, Teofimo Lopez.
That's not the guy that got his toupee knocked off?
No, that was the undercard fight.
Okay.
Was that the craziest thing ever?
That was pretty wild.
I've never seen
a guy get his hair knocked off until that.
I think I've said it. I'm going to peel your cap backwards, but I've never actually seen it.
It was exactly what you think would be under there.
Yes.
He did not pay enough money.
No,
the glue or whatever, something went
That's
wrong.
That's a bad idea.
It's no ball, man. It's okay. It happens.
Take this into
it
a boxing match.
It happens.
How was your weekend?
I had a great weekend.
You went to the desert.
I went to the desert. I was out in Palm Springs, played a little golf with some friends, and had a great time.
How did it go?
You
broke the streak.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You're smiling. I know what you did.
I had put it this way. I had a great time. I'm going to steal a DeMarco Farr classic.
Uh-huh.
I might have thrown it a little far over the fence on Saturday, and Sunday was a little less than perfect, but I'm back and I'm feeling great.
You feeling good?
I feel great.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. How'd you hit him? That's all right.
Yeah, it was
fun?
okay. I had a great time.
Good.
I had a great time.
How about you guys?
Good.
Fun weekend?
I had a great weekend. I was actually out in the desert as well. I spent time with my folks.
Did you guys hook up?
We did not.
No, we did not. I'm gonna lie, I was pretty occupied because I had friends coming from college and stuff. They came down as well, so we got a lot of stuff going on.
I thought you got a proposal you were trying to get.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Here we
go. Take your time.
Yep.
Do it on your timeline.
My time.
I mean, going to the desert, on a whim. Just saying. Don't people get engaged out there?
I would think so.
I'm just saying.
It's a nice place.
It's a nice area.
Yeah. You got the pictures?
I do got the pictures.
You got the pictures for it.
Only time will tell.
Do you have the hardware?
Do I have no.
Okay. Come talk
Oh,
to me.
he's almost there.
Yeah. Did you have you can open up the jacket or something?
I know a guy.
Have a bunch of it in the inside of your coat.
Like my guy from Ontario Mills.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like the guy from Ontario Mills.
Right. Hey, man,
$100.
we ordered too many diamond rings.
There you
You
go.
interested?
Chain link. That
I
you
found
messed up.
this. Yes.
That's funny.
Laura, how was your weekend?
My weekend was really busy, but good. I spent time with my niece and my nephew. Had to go shopping for the wedding, and I love my friend. I'm so excited for her to get married, but I'm also very excited for her wedding to be over. it's a lot to be in a wedding party. So,
I was never part of a wedding planning committee. I just I was a groomsman.
Yeah, I've been a groomsman.
I was in charge of the bachelor party.
I've done that a handful of times. I've been the best
man.
That's a lot of work.
Bachelor
3
party?
times.
That's like 4 phone calls.
Yeah,
really?
Guys are easy.
Yeah,
okay,
we're going to Vegas on this weekend.
Yeah.
We're staying here. Let me know if you're coming or not.
That's it. Yes,
that's it.
Well, yeah, no.
That's it.
I'm not planning anything, but it's the dress, the shoes, the makeup, the hair, the nails.
We go to the tuxedo rental place and
Genghis
pick up that. Friar Tux. Right? Friar, go pick up your Friar Tux tuxedo and call it a day.
Somebody else decided this already.
You know what's crazy, Trav? So I was talking to the groom's sister, because I know both, obviously I know both of them. And she goes, yeah, I took him to get his tux like 2 days ago with my man, and it was like $200, and they were done, and we're picking them up today. I'm like, she goes, yeah, girl, she has 4 dresses backed up. I have 3. It's so much work for a female.
It's different.
When it's so different.
God bless you. Go ahead.
When you said
enjoy
a
that.
wedding planning committee, what do you mean by that?
Like I've never tasted the cake. I've never worried about the decorations, who sit and where.
So the only time I participated in that was for our wedding.
Yeah.
And I literally just went, everything's great. Whatever you like, I like. Yes. Your role in that situation is to just say yes.
Yes.
Do you like this? Yes. Do you like this?
Facilitate.
Yes. Which one do you like better? Whichever one you like better.
Never done that.
What do you think about these flowers? I think they're great. Yeah, well, I like these better. So do I.
Just be a yes man.
That's it. That's it.
Young, are you listening, DeAndre?
Yeah,
taking this advice.
Yeah, because and again, Susan's not like dramatic with that kind of stuff. She's pretty, but it's when it comes to seating arrangement, sounds great, awesome. Yes, I love it. Let's do it. Yes, go easy.
That hotel I told Steve about.
Oh yeah,
Grand Wailea. That's where I got married the first time.
Oh okay.
Yeah, that little chapel right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We didn't.
Maui's so hard to beat.
It was right there. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
We were hammered. Let's just go ahead and do it. There we are.
Oh, was it a spur of the moment?
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Oh.
a little bit.
Oh,
Kind of
okay.
did it on the same weekend
Oh.
of the player rep meetings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were there.
Oh, so you were over for that.
And
then you stayed
There's
a little
a chapel,
longer.
and here we are. We didn't take the pictures. We just kind of did it. There we
Well,
are. Who knew? We were young. We
you're
were
young.
silly. It was fun, though.
Of course.
LeBron is back in the All-Star game, but the Lakers lose.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the entire year. It is. Luka scores 30, and the Lakers lose.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be what the season's going to be now.
Pretty much.
I mean, they've played 48 games, and this is what it's been.
It's still entertaining, though.
They're like we said. I know we're kind of a broken record with this.
Yeah.
They're good, not great. They're pretty good offensively. They weren't yesterday against the Knicks, but they can't play defense. They're 28th in the league defensively.
Half defensively.
They were good in the first half.
And then they fell apart.
That's because the Knicks made the necessary adjustments
Yeah.
once again, and what J.J. Redick got out coaching the second half.
They're 26th or 28th defensively in the league.
That
They're
might
just,
not be fair.
They're just not. They don't have the horsepower,
No.
and they're not going to make a big change. I don't think. We got a few days left before that comes down, and this is going to be what it's going to be. And it sucks to kind of shrug your shoulders and go, this is going to be what. But I think that's the best course of action,
is.
as unsatisfying as it is.
When they bump into a team that's pretty good and deep, they get exposed.
Yes.
And they force Luka into being like, how do we say it, otherworldly to score 30 points.
And even that is frequently not enough.
Yeah, but that's enough to keep me interested, I guess. But that's not fair. Just a tiny bit. Out coaching J.J. Redick. And I'm sensitive to this, especially from the football field, because sometimes you're just outmanned. You're outgunned. It's not out coaching. But he's just leaning on your weaknesses.
But we talked about certain games when he was making the necessary adjustments, especially against the Clippers. And the Lakers unfortunately lost that game. But they made the necessary adjustments against the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers ended up winning that game. Like, there's moments where you're like switch up the game plan a little bit. Sometimes staying in a 2-3 zone.
That's the thing to me that I think is interesting, because that zone was giving them trouble for a half until it wasn't. And
right.
Then it's like, okay, switch it up. It's like
what?
Rocky going left-handed against Clubber Lang at the end, right? It's like, okay, go back to the other side. Let's do it.
Rocky 2
Rocky
against
2
Apollo.
against Apollo.
Yeah.
I knew I'd get it wrong.
Rocky's
But,
fighting
yeah,
right-handed.
No tricks. I ain't switching, right?
You got a
but
plan.
You have to throw a different – once they figured it out, and I think Andy has said this a million times here, and I think it's well said, the Lakers' weaknesses are very exploitable once you figure out how to exploit them. So you need to constantly try to change it up a little bit.
But that's what I mean. It's all obvious to everyone, especially if you're an NBA coach, what the weaknesses are.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like, is out coaching someone doing the obvious? Right. That's what I mean.
I think it's both. I think you need to try to throw different pitches, for lack of a better expression, but at the same time, it might not matter.
That's what I'm saying. I think you are. I think you're doing everything you can.
But I get what you're saying because he wants to do certain things that he can't because, like, to your point, he doesn't have the right personnel to do so. And the things he wants to defend.
You know what I think he really wants to do is yell at LeBron. He just can't.
LeBron did not have a good defensive game.
No, he did not.
No, this is one of the worst.
Yeah, it was very obvious, but he was exploited on that end of the floor.
That's what I mean, and there's not much you can do about that if you're J.J. Redick. So every time you get your clock clean by expectation or the reasons that they keep losing, if you lose again, that's not really on him. But that's just the way the team is constructed.
But it just sucks, though, because you look at the Knicks, and they've been playing great basketball as of late. They're currently on a 6-game winning streak. And they had 6 guys in double figures. 6 guys. When you look at the Lakers, there's only 3 in double figures.
What was it? Landry Shamet had more points than the entire Laker bench?
Yes. He had 23.
Yeah.
He shot 6 of 10 from the three-point line. And
hot.
all of them were wide open. So that is the stuff where it's like just a lot of miscommunication on the basketball court.
That name makes me hungry.
Landry Shamet?
I just think of sherbet, like ice cream.
I thought you were going to say Landry's because you wanted to go to Lowry's.
That too. Maybe that's it. It just makes me hungry when I hear the name. Yeah.
Are you a prime rib guy?
I used to be the Lowry's Beef Bowl.
Yeah,
we did pretty good.
I bet you did.
Oh yeah, we did pretty good.
I bet you did.
Just endless prime rib for both Rose Bowl
teams.
Really,
as much as you can eat, and they weigh it all at the end to see who ate the most.
Keep coming. We used to do that, and what's the one? Medieval Times.
Oh,
yeah. Medieval Times was so fun. You know, it's almost like a gang fight in there when your night loses.
I've only been to Medieval Times one time. We went for a station event with Key and the million. It was super
Eating
fun.
Chicken with your hands.
Eating chicken. Oh, it's that movie, the Cable Guy movie, is weird, but also pretty awesome.
Yes.
Can I have a fork? There were no forks in Medieval Times, therefore there are no forks at Medieval Times. Can I get you another Pepsi?
Yes, sir.
There were no forks, but
a lot of fun.
Pepsi.
What do you take out of LeBron making the All-Star
I think it's the right decision.
For the 22nd time. All right, tell me about this next. Tell me why I should be excited.
Well, that's a different question.
I mean, okay, well, get me excited if you can.
I don't know if I can.
DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
All gas, all Lakers.
The Grammy road trip keeps rolling for its 8th and final stop as the Lake Show hits Brooklyn tomorrow at Barclays.
Back to Marcus Smart. Alley-oop LeBron. Reverse dunk over his head, and the Lakers putting on a show.
Your Los Angeles Lakers come face-to-face with the Brooklyn Nets. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Call Jacob. All right, LA, are you ready? Introducing your new hotline for accidents and injuries.
800-345-6789. That's not a score. That's the number.
800-345-6789. Your new hotline for accidents and injuries, because when LA gets hurt, there's only one call that counts.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy here, and I want to talk about Prize Picks because the big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than on Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right, and most recently, I've been right a lot. So make sure you're following me on Prize Picks. Now, this week, Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game live in the app right now. Drake May needs just 1 passing yard for the max discount to win. So then you take Drake May, you put him together with another player into your lineup, and if your pick hits, you can cash in, but you're halfway home. And Prize Picks is so simple to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you'll cash in. I also want to remind you very briefly, don't forget, keep an eye because you could score early. I was going to win $80. They offered me $67 for an early payout. I took the money and I ran. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
No, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
They told me you used to be hip, Trev.
Used to be?
Yeah, that's
what do you mean?
They said, like sweet tea used to be hip. Like you can get down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
I'm pretty comfortable wherever I need to be comfortable.
There you go. You should take him to the club.
Back to the guys.
7 bags, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine,
D4 Trav, what did this win? This song won Rap Song of the Year?
Record of the Year.
Record of the Year. There's so many. There's Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year.
Correct.
What's the difference between a record and a song?
I will Google.
Please do, because like there's album.
I know the difference between an album and a song, but
and then there's
the song and the record. I don't know.
Record of the Year and Song of the Year. So
I don't know.
Like, what do you call that?
Okay.
Peeling the onion. Go ahead.
It says Record of the Year are distinct Grammy categories. Record of the Year honors the artists, producers, and engineers for the performance and production of a specific finished recording.
Oh.
Song of the Year honors the songwriters who wrote the lyrics and melody.
Okay. This is about production. This is about songwriting. Makes total sense. So what was Song of the Year?
I will Google.
Okay. That's interesting. ESPN LA and Hendrix Gen are taking over Rock and Brews El Segundo this Thursday, February 5th. I am so geeked for this.
Be fun.
You like Rock and Brews?
Yeah, I do.
I love Rock and Brews. That is my type of place.
Yeah.
All the rock bands and everything
great.
around and the good food. Love that. Billie Eilish won that. Thank you. For Super Week Trade Deadline Party. What do you think of that name?
I love it.
So we're at Rock and Brews El Segundo this Thursday, February 5th for Super Week Trade Deadline Party. Mason and Ireland's going to be out there. AK is going to be there. And special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr., who I can't wait to talk to about the Rumble that just happened. Because I think he liked it.
Oh, yeah? I know he's a wrestling fan.
I think he may be the only person in America who liked that. Followed by us, DeMarco and Travis. We'll broadcast live noon to 5:30. Become an NBA Gensider. Follow every move the Lakers make and don't make. And you can win Lakers tickets, which is really cool. All happening Thursday at Rock and Brews El Segundo. Thank you to Hendrix Gen, the official Gen partner of the Los Angeles Rams. We will definitely see you there. Where is Graham? Graham, I don't like you anymore. There's two reasons I don't like you. One, you like the Ducks. Number two, you outed me. How dare you tell people what happened? That was between me and you in the hallway, and it was an emergency. So I'm heading down.
We're bringing him in right now.
10-100, right?
Okay.
I got to go.
It's
DEFCON 1. We get down there, and guess what's up?
The maid.
It's right. It's out of order. So you got two choices. Turn around and come back, or...
Ladies?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm at DEFCON 1. I've got a problem here. I even undid the drawstring. Right. I have planned for this urinal to be right. Yeah. I am ready to go. Yeah. And without even missing a beat, I told him I got to go, ladies.
Did you knock and hello?
Yeah. Man on the floor, got to go, emergency. I am so sorry. Even during, I'm saying, I am so sorry.
Yeah. So, Graham, is this news to you? Have you never been in such a situation?
I don't know why we're going off on the wrong foot, DeMarco. I got so much respect that you pulled off that.
Then how
move.
did they know? When I walk in, Laura and DeAndre immediately know. There's only two people back there.
Here? Is that not what this radio station is?
What? You
make
out
fun
people?
of me? Yeah, yes. I'm a chivato.
You let me.
That's my job, man.
Done. End of story. End of story.
Oh my God,
okay.
that's amazing.
Never heard anybody admit that. Thank you,
I
Graham.
want that as a drop.
Oh
That will
my
forever be Graham.
Everybody has had that moment.
Yes.
It's not a great feeling, but you got to do what you got to do.
Done it?
Yes.
Okay. DeAndre, have you done it?
I did the guys yesterday at Target.
I actually never have done that before.
Really?
Ever?
Yeah. Ever.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
You'll get there.
You will.
That prostate gets a little bigger
You'll get
and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually I got to take care of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It happened to me yesterday. So I was running around, told you guys there's a bunch of stuff, and the 10 was just disaster. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to stop by your place because I got to use the ladies' room. She's like, sure, whatever. You don't need to announce. Just come over. The 10 was so bad. I was like, nah, man. Target, Baldwin Park, and the lady was cleaning the women's restroom. And I'm like doing the potty dance. And she's like, there's no one in that one. I just left. And she's like, I got you, but I can't let you into this one. So I go in, got to handle business.
Yeah.
Came out.
Happy, joy. I would rather go into theirs, but I would stay away from ours altogether.
She just cleaned it, so I was good.
My daughter, if it's our room and the bushes, we're going to the bushes. You're not going in there. You know what I mean?
You don't have a choice.
You're not going in there.
You got to avail yourself of what's in the area.
You got to do it. All right. Speaking of that, okay, so LeBron, first of all, let's say 22 All-Star games.
Stupid.
Unbelievable.
Stupid.
Unreal. I don't know how you have an argument against that if you can.
I don't think there is one.
I don't think there is one. Here's the one question, and please don't jump on my neck, LeBron people. Is he an all-star this year? Or is this just kind of like what we do for guys like him at the end of their career?
All right. So I think those are two different questions, but I think the answer is the same for both. I think that this is partially a lifetime achievement award, but he's close enough to being an all-star that it's not ridiculous.
Okay.
That he's at least in the conversation. So if the all-star team has 12 guys on it, right?
Right.
Let's just say, is he one of the 12 best guys in the Western Conference? Probably not. Is he one of the 15 or 20? We're getting closer. So it's not like he's the 65th best guy.
He's getting the nod.
He's getting the nod.
Members
but
bounce.
It's also look, you've been a part of this league for practically a quarter century. You've been the best player in this league for the vast majority of that time. You're on the short list of greatest players of all time. It may or may not be, but might be your last season in the league. It might be the last time we can put you on an all-star game.
Okay.
So we're going to do it.
Okay.
And I don't have a problem with it. It's not entirely ceremonial, just like Clayton Kershaw's nod wasn't entirely ceremonial. He had pitched well enough to where it's like, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
And you can put him in there, and it's fine. And I think the same thing will happen.
Tie
with
goes
LeBron.
to the king. But,
Yes.
I mean, I did just for fun, and it depends on how you feel about this stat. And you know what they say about stats. There are lies, there are damn lies, and there are
statistics.
stats. He is minus 17 for the season.
Sure.
Do you believe in plus minus at all? It's a pretty good barometer for if a guy's playing well or not.
Well, it is and it isn't. It's it's partially a barometer. It's also a team barometer, and his team is terrible defensively. So I think a lot of guys on the Lakers are going to have bad plus minuses because they give up a ton of points. When they lose, they get smoked. Their entire team, last I looked, still had a negative differential. So that he has a negative differential, I don't think reflects on him specifically alone.
Yeah.
I think it reflects on him specifically, and it reflects on his team.
Well, they're giving me what I want because it is fan voting, and I'd like to have LeBron there.
Me too.
But if you look at the numbers, it's like, okay, we're shoving.
To me, it's close enough.
Okay, that's fine.
He's probably you're right. Like, if I'm not going to dig my heels in and say he's absolutely an all-star, but it's close enough that it's not ridiculous to me.
True.
Yeah.
What about looking at the other angle of all the speculation as far as that this could possibly?
I think that's a big deal.
You know, this could possibly be his last season.
I think what you said is dead on. This might be the last time you'll get to do this where it is close.
Even if he's not, let's say he plays next year. There's no guarantee he'll be good enough to do what we just talked about. Or healthy enough to play even if he is.
Yeah.
So if they get a chance to, and I get that it's at Intuit Dome, it's not at Staples or Crypto, but it is in Los Angeles. It is a chance to celebrate one of the greats of your league. What's the harm? And the game,
except for a guy that could have earned a spot.
I hear you.
That's the only thing.
And it's a bad deal for whoever that last guy might have been. But it'll come. If the choice
and
is,
we don't know that guy's name anyway.
One guy gets a chance to do this for the first time or the second time, or we get to honor LeBron James one more time.
I'd rather honor LeBron.
Me too.
Okay, so another thing I did since they lost to the Knicks. I thought it might be fun. You do this with the Dodgers. Let me listen to New York radio just to hear what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they would go all in on LeBron. Like the LeBron hate would be at a fever pitch. It's not. They actually respect him a lot. Like some of the worst New York guys, bad accents on sports talk radio, they call him the king.
Yeah.
Like with respect. So if you're talking about if LeBron is here or not here, that New York market seems to love him, and it actually makes sense.
Be my guest.
The king in New York, the king of New York.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to find a market because it didn't seem like there might have been a trade partner or anybody willing to take LeBron.
I don't think there's a trade partner because of the money. So that's going to be almost impossible to trade him. But at the end of the year, when he's a free agent, That's a little different because the money it's far more fungible at that point. You can, he could take the league minimum theoretically. The veterans minimum, I should say. And so you could fit him in a lot of places if he's willing to do that.
Yeah.
If he's not, then the list gets far shorter.
Well, he's auditioning twice. Cleveland gave him a video, made him cry. New York was like, playing in Madison Square Garden is everything for him. I'm like, okay.
I'm more open to the idea that he may come back next year on a team that's not the Lakers. I did not think that was a realistic option. And now I almost have like 3/3 equally. Back with the Lakers, retires, or back with somebody else.
I don't know why. If
not
you're
quite
LeBron,
sure where I'm leaning.
Why would you want to come back? Because it's Luka's team.
Because this may be the only place that he can come back.
Well, that's the thing. Like Cleveland,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, they love him. The whole Bronny thing, they were cheering for him. It works there. There's a connection.
Yeah, it does work.
Okay,
there.
and then the New York market. Okay, they seem to like that. Okay,
Mhm.
that makes sense too.
The
So
Knicks are finally a good basketball team. I don't know why they'd want it. I mean, if this was 10 years ago, it's a totally different thing. They don't necessarily need him at this point,
This
and
is
they
true.
really don't need him at a high price. Cleveland's the same thing. Cleveland's a pretty good team. They don't necessarily need him at a high price. Do you want to mess up the vibes in your locker room, the energy on the floor? Because LeBron is the center of the solar system everywhere he's going to go.
I think that's the only thing. Tell me if I'm wrong about this, DeAndre. I think the only thing missing, because I think New York is at least Eastern Conference Finals contender.
Sure.
Okay. The only thing they're missing is star power. That's
you don't
the only
think
thing.
Brunson's got that?
No,
Cat?
I don't think he does. No, definitely not him. I think he gets more hate than love. But to have a lightning rod in New York, this circus that brings all the attention, I think that might be the only thing the Knicks are missing is just that guy with that sort of star power.
But the Knicks are having success with their core right now, and I think that's why they're not really hesitant on trying to find that star player just to, kind of make a name, because if you look at their foundation, they have something built right now that's actually working. So I don't think they're...
Well, it won't happen this year. Let's see what they do with the team this year. This is going into next season.
Yeah, I mean, there's been rumors and stuff, still reports that they're trying to look to offload Karl Anthony Towns, and because the ideal vision, what they have, he doesn't really fit that and all that stuff. And so we'll see what the market is. But I don't really see LeBron kind of going into New York.
Well, I hope going back to LeBron in the All-Star game, I hope if they actually play basketball this year.
Say that again?
At the All-Star game, I hope they start playing basketball.
Don't get your hopes up too high.
Really?
No. I mean, why would this be different than the last 25 years?
Read the room, guys. People are fed up with basketball.
That's not new.
But I'm just saying, at some point, this group, these current players need to take the game back. We're going to play a little bit.
I hope so.
We're going to stop making it a clown show.
I really hope so, because it is, I don't know what it is, but it's not a basketball game. It is a globetrottery, Savannah Banana-y basketball exhibition
And
with
it
some
shouldn't be
big
that
names.
way.
It's not competitive, and you've heard me say this a million times. Sports at its most basic is I don't know who's going to win, and I trust that both sides are trying to win. That's not what this is.
No.
This is you throw me a lob, I'll throw you a lob. We'll nobody will play defense. It's goofy.
And
it's boring.
Let's talk about the actual game and what went down, and get back into this out coaching thing, because I feel bad for Luka. I really do. You're going to have to do this every single night just to have a chance to win. Regardless, win or lose, you're going to have to do this every single night. That's got to be taxing. And somebody's sitting down when Austin Reeves comes back. We'll talk about who that might be next. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Super Sunday at Yamava just got even bigger. Join us on the pool deck for the big game watch party and get the chance to meet two-time Super Bowl champ Jim McMahon. Doors open at 1 o'clock. Kickoff is at 3:30, so arrive early and don't miss your opportunity to meet Jim McMahon before the game. Super Sunday, pool deck vibes, and an unforgettable game day experience at Yamava Resort and Casino. Secure your spot at ESPNLA.com. You in?
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events.
Baby, let's cruise.
You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
For a century, The Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Valentine's Day is near, or is that a meat lover's pie from Good Times Pizza Company I smell? I'm in love. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Did I mention Valentine's Day and the dining? Book your romantic dinner at Cielo today.
Number 2.
Rick Ross, live, March 20th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz, the biggest indoor tailgate in SoCal. Food, drinks, giveaways, the big game on big screens in our ballroom.
Morongo, Good Times.
DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions. Open the app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FNH. That's code FNH. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code FNH. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single-use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
This is going to be fun. I like this.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
Isn't it cool?
It's so good.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Hey. Why are you laughing?
Back to the guys.
Is this
Is that Conejito Malo? Bad Bunny? Yes,
This
it
is
is.
Bad Bunny. Okay, confession. I don't know much about his music. I'm going to learn about him at the Super Bowl halftime show. There was a time, and I love Bruno Mars. I thought he should have won the Grammy. I like Apata, APT, or whatever that is. I like that song.
Apata.
I love that song. But I was out on Bruno Mars until I saw him do the halftime show.
Why were you out on him?
It just didn't appeal to me. You know, I had no reason to be into Bruno Mars. My kid didn't like him, and the other one was too small. So Bruno just didn't enter our house. Then I saw him play the drums on the Super Bowl halftime. I'm like, oh, he's talented.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a musician.
He's a musician.
He can play. He can do, let me get into this. And then I started liking him. So I'm going to get into Bad Bunny the same way.
I was a Bad Bunny fan when he started. Then I saw him at Cali Bash because he was always featured on artist songs, right? And he actually came out with Shakira at the halftime when Shakira did it with J-Lo. So
Did you say Shakira?
Yes, Shakira.
Slow it down for the uninitiated. Thank you.
Shakira.
Okay.
Actually, happy birthday, Shakira. She's 49 today. I believe she's 49.
Happy birthday.
Yes, she's gorgeous.
Hips don't lie.
No.
She's gorgeous.
Huge fan.
Hips don't lie.
She is gorgeous.
Huge fan.
But the thing is, he's had this like evolution of music, and he started with like trap, right? Like in Spanish. And he started dating one of the Kardashian sisters or whatever. And he talks about it in his album. And when he did this album, he's like, I lost myself in Hollywood. Like, I went so high up there that I didn't know who I was. And like, this album was a love letter to Puerto Rico. And like, the fact that it won, whatever, it's so beautiful. So I told my mom, I was like, I hope he does the entire show in Spanish because this album is
halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he might?
Yeah, I think he might.
Yeah.
I mean, most of his music is.
I don't think you have a choice now.
Yeah.
Predominantly in Spanish.
This is what we said, and we were still in the postmortem for the Rams, but this is what I said about Seattle and New England. And we said this before the AFC the championship round. What's going to be the biggest winner and loser for NBC?
Yeah.
Whoever makes the Super Bowl. This was the biggest loser side. You've got
Agreed.
Seattle and New England, not much pop there, not much sizzle. Bad Bunny's going to overshadow this entire game.
He might.
He is.
He might.
Also,
if the game gets good, though, then it'll take care of itself. If the game is competitive, people will stick around and watch it.
I think it's going to be a low-scoring, knockdown, drag-out.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to get people to hang on every play, on every quarter, on every series. But if it gets exciting late, then it'll be fine. Because everybody's going to turn it on. The question is whether or not we stick with it.
But I think those games are thrilling. That's what I mean.
You do.
It's
Yeah.
down to the wire, one play kills you to win it all type stuff, and no one's going to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll take 45-42.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be such Sam Darnold? Like his life, his career?
4 TDs, 3 picks.
He's the MVP, and nobody remembers. They only remember Bad Bunny. Right? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He plays the game of his life, and nobody cares because Bad Bunny did something on stage at halftime.
It's a lot, and I know because we talked about this last week, right, with the halftime show with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
And what was the first thing I said?
You don't remember who
was
played.
in the game?
Right,
I remember.
I know. Trav's like, I got this.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have that recollection of the halftime and like, oh my God, it overshadowed the game. Even though, to your point, the game wasn't bad.
No, it went in overtime.
Yeah, it wasn't like a bad game, but everybody was talking about what happened at the halftime show. So we went shopping this week for the wedding, and all we saw, I mean, granted, nobody in LA really cares on who's playing. It was like a picture that I sent you guys, and I actually was going to buy it for the entire crew. And I was like, would you guys wear it if I buy it? Because it literally says Super Bowl, and it's like Bad Bunny, and then Bad Bunny's logo, and then Bad Bunny Super Bowl. Like, everybody's like, that's what we're wearing. And I thought that was insane.
I got to get into the music first. I got to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar as well. Surprise.
They're having meeting after meeting after meeting with him and his people.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's your show going to be? As a matter of fact, I need it on paper.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, put it on tape for me. So I can
notarized.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes. If you deviate one time, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Remember that girl MIA? Got
Paper
sued
Planes.
Huh? Yes.
The song Paper Planes, yeah.
They told her, don't do anything, controversial. And she flipped off the camera and got sued for like $8 million. And they got it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm coming for it. And
she should have listened, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not for, listen, I understand. It's not for everybody. Last year, a lot of people were like, oh, the Kendrick this and that. It's not for me. Kendrick's show was insane. It was so good. By far, one of the best shows in the halftime.
Yeah.
Just like the one that we had here in LA. And Trav, you talk a lot about it, how amazing it was. You know what I mean? Like,
here's why that, and this is exclusive to me. Okay, I'm not speaking for anybody other than myself. The reason that I enjoyed that one as much as I did, it's one of the few I've ever seen. I don't watch it.
The halftime show?
Not very often.
Oh,
no,
okay.
because I'm watching the game, and then when it's halftime, I'm not saying that I like run out of the room.
Go in the ladies' room.
I'm going to go to the ladies' room. I'm going to go eat.
Graham.
I'm going to go catch up. I'm going to go make another drink. I'm going to go do all of these other things that I'm not. That's just not my lane. But when I was in SoFi Stadium for the Rams and the Bengals,
it was right there.
Happening right there.
Right.
It was terrific.
I'm
I
half
loved
with
it.
you. I'm half with you because it dawns on me. Oh, the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking I got to get up and do X, Y, and Z too.
Yeah.
I'm into the game.
No, it's a big deal. I'm not throwing cold water on the idea of it all. I understand that people love it. I'm just saying that it misses me more often.
You
than
know
not.
who got robbed? The Weeknd.
When he did it not that long ago, right?
During COVID.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And they did the best they could with what they had, but I mean, he was hot that year.
Yeah.
That was the one with all the mirrors,
the
right?
weird thing.
The
I
mirrors.
think that would have been different, and that show might have been better because it was okay. And,
He's insanely talented too.
and Rihanna did one pregnant, right?
Yes, the one where everybody was like, is she pregnant?
yeah,
She
well-
pregnant? She pregnant? She was pregnant.
I think we can safely ask Rihanna if she's pregnant, right? I
She
mean,
was
when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't do that to anybody anymore. You get in trouble.
Probably not. Don't want to be the first one to ask that question.
But she's showing off. Never mind. Anyway.
I'll wait.
Anyway.
I'll wait.
You don't want to be like, how many months are you? I'm not.
So real quick, just to get back to the Lakers for a half minute. Could it be a conceivable game plan to say to someone guarding Luka? Because what was his name? OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby, yes.
Who had a great game.
Yes,
he did. He had to guard Luka and LeBron, and then he still filled it up on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
Great game, star-making turn. The game plan for me against Luka would be make him hit miracle shots just to score. How's that?
Because it's tough because he's still going to get to his spots because Luka Doncic is real crafty in doing it. That's why he's one of the best offensive players we see in today's game. the Knicks do a good job of. The Knicks did a good job. I would speak just in that game. They did a good job as far as like closing the driving lane, so he has to think twice as far as driving to a certain spot.
If I get 10 of 23 out of Luka, I figure that's okay for my team.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Sure. I think when you're playing somebody like Luka or prime LeBron or Kobe or any of these guys that were just incredible scorers, and even in hockey, when you're talking about like prime McDavid or Sidney.
They're going to get
just
theirs.
make them work for it.
Right.
Just don't make it easy for them. Don't let them have a bunch of space. Don't let them have easy looks. Don't let them have a bunch of two-way goes. Like, make them work for whatever. Luka's going to score 30 no matter who's guarding him, but there's an easy 30, and then there's I had to work my ass off to get 30. Make him do the second thing.
What about coaching from JJ from that perspective, from the offensive side? Because you have to give him credit for that if you're going to give him blame for the defensive side.
So, once again, like Travis said, we sound like a broken record. Offense was never a concern for the Lakers going into the season. You got Austin Reeves, you got Luka Doncic, you still got LeBron James doing this at this level. Offense was never going to be a concern because Luka Doncic is known to get his buckets. Austin Reeves has gotten better as an offensive player, especially creating his own jump shot, and that's exactly what they're missing. They're missing that guy to kind of offload from Luka Doncic and LeBron because the workload for them on the offensive end is a lot. Then they have to go try to be the better player on the defensive end for set the tone. It's a lot to ask for.
DeAndre Ayton is a fiat. He's a fiat. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That's what it is.
You know who's never said, I love my Fiat? Anybody that owns a Fiat.
That's right. That's exactly
it's
what
like,
he
what's
is.
up with your Fiat? It's broken again. Why are you asking me that? That thing's a, you know what? Yeah.
Right.
How do you fit in that? It's so tiny.
Yeah, well, they're little Italian little
It's
cars.
so
Little
tiny.
stains in the driveway.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'll be scared to drive one of those. I'm not going to lie to you.
Have you been in a smart car?
I have never been in the smallest
Little tiny
vehicle.
one?
Yes,
I've
the
been in a
little
Ford
one.
Fiesta, which is pretty
Oh,
small.
that one's pretty. So
Yeah.
my friend used to, you know, when they were like hot back in like the 2005.
They're like a golf cart.
It's so tiny.
Yeah.
And my friend had one, but he was like, he used to be in this like network marketing company and it was wrapped with the logo or
Oh,
whatever. And then I was like, dude, I'm so fat. I feel like I'm tilting it to one side.
Wow.
I was like, how do you drive this thing?
No, I would
It
be
was
terrified. It's like
nuts.
it's a golf cart with doors.
It's
It was
tiny.
so
Yeah.
It's tiny, but it's roomier than you think.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
It is,
it's
actually.
made for like humans. It's just not big on the
Okay.
outside, but you can fit.
All right.
But it's tiny in
I'll
there.
take your word for it.
When you see like a Hummer next to you,
You know
all
what
you
I
see
like?
is wheel. Yeah.
My Chevy Silverado.
There you
That's
go.
what I
There
like.
you
Big,
go.
high, and wide.
Okay, so guilt by association. I have to bring this up because the far side's coming up next. I have to write some people off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do. A whole group of them. We met them. They were actually in this room.
Oh.
I got to write them off the list.
Uh-oh.
Just for a little while. We'll
All
talk
right.
about that next. Far side, DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
It's like, thank God he's alive. And then other times, like, God, I wish he died. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's just an emotion.
Where Cap looks back at the highs and lows of 2025 and everything in between.
I would say I'm going to give 2025 a very solid 8.5. George mentions that we did start the show in the morning. That's a good thing. Health is wealth. Thank goodness. My folks are okay. Kids are all good. Morales came back to life, so that's kind of a good thing right there. I mean,
What do you mean,
sometimes
kind
well, I'm saying kind of, not all the time. I mean, sometimes it's good, and it's like, God, thank God he's alive. And then other times, like, God, I wish he died. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's just an emotion. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say that 2025 for me, I'm giving it an 8.5.
The morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of February 2nd. It's the game you've waited for all football season long, and there's no better way to experience this game than in the ultimate high-resolution, immersive experience that is Cosm. Every hard hit, every goal line stand, every nail-biting moment, you are right in the middle of all the action at Cosm. Visit Cosm.com to lock in your tickets for this and other great Cosm showings like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or The Matrix, or Oh by Cirque du Soleil. See them all in sheer reality where the screen wraps around you and literally pulls you into the fun. Wednesday, see the Thunder and the Spurs face off. And on Thursday, your Los Angeles Kings lace up their skates against the Vegas Golden Knights. And on Saturday morning, get up early to see Manchester United hit the pit versus Tottenham. There's also a full menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers to enjoy all the games and showings. Remember Cosm.com for a list of all events, and that's your Cosm calendar.
All gas, all Lakers.
The Grammy road trip keeps rolling for its 8th and final stop as the Lake Show hits Brooklyn tomorrow at Barclays.
Back to Marcus Smart. Alley-oop LeBron. Reverse dunk over his head, and the Lakers putting on a show.
Your Los Angeles Lakers come face-to-face with the Brooklyn Nets. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for The Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for The Far Side with DeMarco Farr, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
A good scrap. I love a good fight. I missed the UFC. You said you saw it, DeAndre, right?
Did, yes.
Of my viewing choices, I had to let one go, and I was not interested this week in the UFC. I was more interested in boxing because there were two guys that were really, really selling the fight, and they're both very good. There's a guy named Teofimo Lopez. Raj, your old producer.
Sure.
Loves him.
Okay.
From way back in the day. When Raj was still here, that's how long he goes back with him. This dude's on the rise. And then there's another guy named Shakur Stevenson, who people don't like him because he's a boxer. He's a guy that hits and doesn't get hit, and they say his style is boring, much like Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
But so those two got together, and I have to thank Teofimo Lopez for selling the fight. He did, because Shakur doesn't talk that much. But the stuff he said kind of went out of bounds. Like, he tried everything he could to get into this guy's head and get under his skin. Lopez did. And he said some really wild stuff. Really did. So he's building it up. He's becoming the black hat. And it worked. I would pay $200 to see you get your butt kicked just for that stuff you said. So it's fight time. Can't wait. Here comes the ring walks. Here comes Lopez. Guess who is walking him to ringside? The Jabberwockies.
Oh, no way. Our buddies.
The Jabberwockies join forces with the enemy. I can no longer like you.
Wait.
I can no longer. I renounce. We were honorary Jabberwockies.
We were.
I'm giving it back. They can have the mask. I am done. You
we
walked
still love
him
you.
to the
we
ring.
We still love you.
Nope. They do. I'm done.
Do.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, got hit by a bus. I don't see you anymore.
I love the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, man. You on the island by yourself, Bar.
Yes. How dare you walk him to the ring? How dare you?
After they taught Travis how to two-step,
I don't care.
Man.
Never concentrated so hard in my life. I nearly gave myself a brain cramp.
This dude talks so much trash. And number one, Shakur Stevenson shut him out.
Oh,
like, he could not miss his face with a jab at all.
Yeah.
So I have to thank you. You sold the fight for me, and then you gave me 12 rounds of a butt kicking. It was the greatest pay-per-view. I had a blast. It was an old school boxing party we had.
Yeah.
I have to give him credit for that.
Sure.
But that just drove me nuts. This dude beat him so bad. Do you know Lopez apologized for everything he said post-fight?
Oh, did he really?
Including slavery. I kid you not. Right.
It's an interesting
right. That's how bad he got his butt kicked. It was great. It was awesome. It was funny, but I am off the Jabberwockies bandwagon forever.
Did they just walk him in, or did they dance on their way in?
He danced on the way in.
Okay.
He gave a little
Jabberwockies
Little
move.
Jabberwocky, yes.
Yeah.
What was that guy, the actor, Lorenz Tate?
Oh, yeah.
Loved him in every movie he's in. Then he walked Shane Mosley to the ring.
You weren't a Sugar Shane guy?
He was fighting Floyd that night.
All right.
Bro, you're on the wrong side. We're all over here. How you walk him to the ring?
I like Shane. He came in here one day and hung out.
Me too,
yeah.
but not that night.
Yeah.
We're over here tonight. You're walking him to the ring. You're on the wrong side. What are you
can
doing?
be mad for like that a day, and then you'll be fine with the Jabberwocky.
You think so?
Yeah. Listen, you had a blast.
You went and
with all
saw
of them.
him, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
So I went to Vegas when we were off in December, and I literally posted maybe 1 or 2 pictures, and I said, I will not show any video because you have to come see it. It's that good.
Yeah.
Then they have a little like set that is called JSPN. It's like a nod to ESPN. I thought it was really cool. Like, honestly, a really good show.
Done.
No,
Forever.
Jericho.
No. You walked the wrong guy out. That dude. How dare you?
So petty.
I am. Come on, it's fight night.
Petty,
It's fun,
Anna.
though. And, that was more entertaining than the scripted show.
Which scripted show did you see?
Wrestling. WWE. It was
it's not
bad.
scripted, man.
Oh, the fake one?
It's not fake. It's not scripted.
Fake is the wrong word. Scripted is fine.
Scripted? Okay,
yes,
my bad.
you can say scripted to a wrestler and he won't get mad. Say
Okay.
fake, run.
The Big Show. Imagine
it just
you
wasn't
tell him
any
that.
fun. It was boring.
Who wrestled?
Roman Reigns won, and it's like,
Okay.
it's like
He's
LeBron. Here we
uninspiring?
go again.
Okay.
Yes, there's nothing new. It was boring. I think maybe O'Shea Jackson Jr. was the only guy that liked it.
Was he tweeting about it?
I think he liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he may be friends with some of those
We
guys.
can
but-
ask him on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yes, I had more fun watching the fight than I did with that. Speaking of that, Les Snead and Sean McVay got extended by
Yeah.
the Rams. I am super excited.
Me too.
I am. I'm super excited. And what you sent about, what are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing?
Okay, so Alicia messaged us because she's listening. Alicia Del Valle.
Yeah.
She's a friend of the show. And she said, tell DeMarco he does not speak for the show. You guys still love the
No,
Jabberwocky.
no, I do. No. You walked the wrong guy to the ring. Come on. It's a
We love you,
fight.
girl.
You're on that side. But no, they got extended. And what you sent, Sean McVay said that he has never been more heartbroken or something like that after losing
Correct.
the NFC Championship game. He was absolutely devastated.
Sounded like it.
And I'm glad. When they got extended, I called over. I said, can we get one of them on? They're both on vacation.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Go away for a while, recharge, come back. Let's get after this thing again. But I am so happy that this era will continue, both of them together. There'll be more draft picks. I can't wait to see what they do in free agency. This will be a super interesting offseason coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, I mean,
you got a
obviously,
lot of decisions to make.
The biggest decision is at quarterback and what happens there, and listening to what Sean McVay had to say about it. He's crossing his fingers. He hopes he comes back, that they'll work. And I'm optimistic that they'll work something out. I know the money is obviously going to be a thing that they got to work through, but it makes sense for him to come back for him. It makes sense for him to come back for the Rams. It just makes sense that they continue this relationship. They'll figure something out economically. What I find so exciting about the news about the extension, the window is those two guys. That is the window. You have to have a quarterback. You have to have wide receivers. You have to have an offense. You have to have good players. I'm not, saying that the players aren't important. But you saw what life was like before Sean McVay was here. And it was different than what it is when he's here. And so what
You're
is
in
he?
Camelot now, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you look at, he's 92-57
Yeah.
in the 9 years he's been here. That's the 5th best in the league. They've been to the playoffs 7 of 9 years. They've gone to the NFC Championship 3 times. They've gone to the Super Bowl 2. It doesn't get any better than this. And yes, Jared Goff and Todd Gurley and Andrew Whitworth and Aaron Donald and all these guys that we've seen, incredibly important. But the second he showed up, it changed.
Yeah.
And as
Totally
long,
agree.
And as long as he's here, I think that things will continue to be very, very good.
The only thing I worry about is when we start reporting and we start wallet watching and we start, like the thing you sent, Laura, he's going to make $50,000 a day.
It's a lot.
I hate that even went out.
I know.
Because when I was in Baltimore and I'm looking around at their ring of fame, all these guys have one thing in common, with the exception of a few, is John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like some of the greatest players you've ever seen that are up here, the guys that you love, were all coached by him. At that same game, they were screaming, "Fire Harbaugh," and which caught me off guard completely. Wow, really? Has it been this bad in Baltimore?
It sucks because almost nobody in sports, players, maybe slightly more than coaches, but it might happen once in a generation where a coach gets to leave on his own terms.
Yeah,
it
true.
just almost you'll get a Greg Popovich, you'll get a Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
There once in a while it will happen, but almost everyone else leaves because someone said you got to go.
That's
man.
how it goes,
and that's just that's just life in pro sports. Look, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But there's a world that exists where if the Rams keep losing in the second round of the playoffs or they don't go back to the Super Bowl, where people are like, hey, and especially with the money, once the money's out there, it's like, well, I mean, what are we getting? You're getting a shot at the Super Bowl every year.
It would be shocking, and I wonder, will we ever live to see a day where when they're screaming, fire McVay at SoFi?
I don't think anytime soon, but yes. I mean, if they can do it to John Harbaugh, they can do it to Sean McVay.
It'll be later down the road, no doubt. But I'm so happy that they're back in the building, or at least they're extended so they can continue.
And he's young. They're both young. So they're both young guys with passion and enthusiasm for what they do. And like you were just talking about, McVay was gutted by this loss. He's going to go back to work. No matter how rich he gets, he's going to continue to work.
Put it aside and go.
Yeah.
I got one question. It's funny when you talk about Matthew Stafford and the MVP, and I think he deserves it. But which quarterback in the world wouldn't want to play with Devontae and Puka right now?
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that cuts both ways.
And, I mean, some quarterbacks could have some really good years throwing to these two guys.
I totally agree, but the opposite is also true. That every time Matthew Stafford is there, hey, look at what Calvin Johnson did. Hey, look at what Cooper Kupp did. Hey, look at what Puka Nacua did. Hey, look at what Devontae Adams did. They all have one thing in common.
Stafford throwing
that
to him.
guy.
Right. And there were some great catches this year as well as some great throws.
No, I get it. It's a symbiotic relationship. Yes. They're both benefiting from each other, but we've seen other guys go nuts with him.
But I'm just pointing this out because I think what we're about to enter, and you're right about Sean McVay and the Les Snead era. But on the field, boots on the ground, I think we're about to enter the Puka Nacua team type thing.
I think so.
He's on a different level. He's playing at a different level. So I don't think the cover would be bare because you have guys like him plus Devontae and everybody else. That's what I'm saying.
Just putting this out there.
Yeah.
We saw what Devontae Adams looked like with less than a great quarterback.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I hated the guy. That TV show, Netflix.
Yeah, we saw when he's with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams.
Right.
When he's with Matthew Stafford,
love that guy.
Devontae Adams.
Funny how that works.
Other guys, hey, what's wrong with Devontae Adams? Well, maybe nothing. Maybe it's that the quarterback has a lot to do with it, too.
Should I go to parties, man?
Which kind?
The Super Bowl parties.
Oh, we got to talk about this.
Okay, so I got invites. I got inroads. I got some stuff, but I got to be up there, and I got to be up all night. We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
I need you to talk me out of this stuff. Next.
Oh, I'm going to try to talk you into
it.
it.
DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
It's a Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday. We're reacting to the Lakers falling short in New York and talking Lakers basketball all day, leading up to Lakers talk at 6 p.m. Reaction Monday is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. The official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
I haven't had a blueberry pancake in a while, but they're pretty delicious.
I haven't had a pancake in like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't mind a blueberry pancake. I could be in for something like that.
Too sweet. I don't need that.
I saw somebody recently have a blueberry pizza, and I was like, nah, I don't think I want that.
What? Blueberries are very good for you, though. If you eat more blueberry, you'll get rid of all that visceral fat you got.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings, a spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed and fiery. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration, happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its door inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
Feeling awesome. Yes. What's up?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Guys, what the heck is going on out here?
Back to the guys.
Did I cross the line?
This is Song of the Year, right?
This was Song of the Year.
This is Song of the Year. And she wrote it.
I think she writes
so.
her. Yeah, I think she writes on it.
I like Billy.
She's actually like a. I remember when she came out, I was like, oh, she's so soft, but there's so much depth in her music.
Yeah, she's talented.
Very talented.
I drive my daughter crazy. I keep calling her Billie Eyelash, and she goes nuts.
Oh, I can picture your daughter. No, Dad.
It's eyelash.
When do they learn? Because it happened for my kids. Occasionally I can get them, but not as much as I used to, where I get it wrong on purpose, and now they don't even react anymore because they know I'm doing it.
I'm not there.
Yeah. Like it still occasionally will work, but like I'll say something, and they're like, no, it's not that, and then they stop themselves. But
okay, so let me bring this up. I know I was going to talk about Super Bowl parties. Hold on a minute. This was an interesting text, and I wanted to get into this. Do you guys know who Jarrett Allen is?
Yeah.
The basketball player?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 40 points, 17 rebounds, 5 blocks, 2 steals.
In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. And the tweet is, yeah, this sport has like 3 years left tops. This is the final straw. What am I missing? Like, the game is so bad, this guy can score 40 points in 30 minutes?
I mean, I didn't watch the game last night. It all depends on how he was getting his buckets. But, I mean, Jared Allen has had games where he's getting 20 to 25 points.
He's a good player.
But but 40 points in 30 minutes, that's a lot, right?
It's a ton.
That's all-star.
It's a ton, but that he could have just had the best night of his life.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I would need to – I don't think that Jared Allen having a 40-point night in 30 minutes signals that the NBA is circling the drain.
I think it's more like to the point that people don't care about the regular season anymore.
Well, I think
not even the players.
I think that's a far more interesting conversation because I think the NBA, I think for a lot of people has become I'll catch the highlights and I'll read the rumors league.
Okay.
That watching the game night in and night out is not what it was. Depending on your point, 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years ago. Now it's I'll catch the highlights on my phone. I will read the rumors about trade rumors or about whatever else is going on in the NBA.
Podcasts.
That's what I mean.
Endless stuff.
It's a soap opera that involves athletes. And then when the playoffs come in, we all plug into the playoffs and watch the basketball. But the regular season is like we're just kind of churning through it to get to the 8 playoff teams to where you can really chew on it unless you're a diehard basketball guy. Like me as a baseball guy, I'll watch a random Tuesday night game against the Minnesota Twins, and I'll love it. But I get why people don't.
Yeah,
and
not your jam.
And I think that the NBA is getting a little bit of that.
There's no way the NBA goes away.
No.
There's no major sport that just drops off the planet. This ain't slam ball. You know? What's that?
I love slam ball.
I love slam ball, right?
Growing up.
Yes, but it just went away. And it's like you said with college basketball.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. Do you care about college basketball anymore, DeAndre? Yeah, see, did you watch college basketball back in the day?
I do watch to a certain extent. Like, depending on who the matchup is. Like, I watched the BYU and Kansas game.
Okay.
It was phenomenal between the two athletes on Kansas and BYU.
But I guess we used to know who were on those teams.
I used to know the entire top 25. I used to know players on all of those teams. I would know the ACC like the back of my hand, the Pac-10 like however whatever it is. And you would know these guys. They'd stay for 2 or 3 years in some cases. There was a story through it, and now it's just. And quite frankly, college football is miles ahead of basketball right now. but we're getting more and more of that in college football. The players are moving around. It's just a weird sport.
The Pac-12 dissolving has something to do with that?
No, because that's more recent. I checked out long before that.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that hurt me too, because that was my way in through the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Graham, you're a college. Are you into college hoop? Anybody back there? College hoop? Yes, no? Yes? Kind of. Anybody loose? Okay.
I think what
that's
it
everybody.
is if you have a team, then you will watch your team. But when you and I were doing it, we used to watch the sport. You used to if North Carolina Duke used to be a signature television event of the year. The 2 times they would play each other, it was stop what you're doing. Carolina and Duke are playing tonight. You had to see it. And now
it's different.
I don't even know.
Because, sorry, D, especially with the porter and everybody just leaving, you can't really follow. Before, you used to be like, oh, I want to see not just the program, but this particular guy.
Sure.
And now, especially with me, and I've talked about it with my previous other job when I used to work, like the March Madness or even just the games. That's why women's basketball, people are more in tune with it, because the women do stay there longer and they're able to see them develop from A to B, A to C, or whatever you want to say.
It's true.
And it's like, oh, I saw them play in college and now I'm seeing them play pro and I'm able to follow their projection.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Whereas before it wasn't like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Very good. That's very accurate.
A great
very
point.
accurate, because you look at like USC, for example, you see the women's on their team and just a storyline. It's easy to follow. You see with South Carolina, it's always a storyline with them. Like it's always something that's going on in women's college basketball, because they are staying and it's competitive. They're not sitting there, they're not transferring around different schools. You look at the men and yet hopefully not. But
I'm not even doing a bit here. I could not tell you a single college basketball player, a men's college basketball player. I don't know a single one. Last year, I knew Cooper Flagg because I knew he was going to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Exactly.
So you can watch Cooper Flagg and you can play. But by the second, you're like, okay, I'm a little familiar. He's gone.
Yeah, that's
he's in the league, and you can watch him in the NBA every night if you want to do it. But there's just the stories don't exist the way that they used to, unfortunately, because it's a great sport. And when it's good,
oh my God,
it's amazing.
Yes.
I really do miss like those like the Calipari years when he's at Kentucky. And then I grew up with like John Wall and all of them on the same team, and then like just staying with each other. Like there's an actual storyline. He's got a 4-year player return. Like stuff like that is good because it intrigues the game. And also going into March Madness, you know who's on the roster. You know what you're going to expect.
You don't have to learn them that night.
No, you don't have to learn them that night. That's what we're doing now, going into March Madness. Like you're learning who these guys are during the first round of the NCAA tournament.
I don't want to go to parties.
Why not?
I don't want to go to the Super Bowl.
What are
parties.
you trying to? Is it people? Is it situations?
Remember, she brought up about like planning a wedding. It's almost the same thing.
Which tell me what we're talking about.
There's parties.
Yeah.
The go out parties where
like
the younger players are going to be.
You're talking like in the Super Bowl city parties.
Correct.
Okay.
Up there, it's the Super Bowl. You
Sure.
go have fun for the week and you leave before the game kicks off.
I've done
that's
that.
the rule.
I did that for 20 years.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So the velvet ropes and all that stuff. I don't want to bring up a garment box up to the Bay Area and like have 8 changes of clothes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing. I am. I want to go for one night. I want to go for the PA party.
Go in and out.
I want to hang out with the old dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old retired guys.
Go see your old guys. You guys can all tell old war stories, have a couple of drinks, laugh.
We have fun now. Yes.
Bounce out of there.
I think that might be my rule. The only party I'm going to, no young dudes. Everybody must be retired.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2
older guys.
Yeah.
But near the end of the line. Not young guys.
Guys are about to join us.
Yeah. Closer to you than
the gray beards. Yes.
I thought you meant when you were talking about like parties, like neighborhood parties, Super Bowl parties.
I did too.
Oh, no. I meant the parties up there. There's parties
Are you
everywhere.
going to watch the game at home?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that at home.
Okay.
Yeah. There is one Super Bowl party. Are you having a party? Are you having people
We
over?
are not having a party. We've gotten one invitation so far that we will probably accept.
Anybody going to a party, having a party?
So I've been invited to like 4 or 5. I'm partied out me hosting. I've hosted way too many in the past few months. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a party / Super Bowl party / birthday party for my brother because he's.
Oh, you're hosting.
You're throwing the party.
I'm not throwing the party. Well, it's
your parents.
My parents and in-laws.
A Super Bowl party is a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot. It is fun. Yeah. It's fun to attend. It's less fun to throw.
It's a lot.
I think it's cool though.
I don't look. I love throwing
Just
parties.
have no budget. You're fine.
Well,
Right.
some of us don't have that option. I like having people over. I like entertaining. I like making sure that you're going to get something that you like to eat. I like making sure that you're going to like something that I made to drink. I'm
like
stuff.
that.
Oh.
I really do.
Yeah.
But to make sure that the TVs are set up right, to make sure that the seating is right, to make sure that there's enough food, and I've never had not enough. I've only ordered way too much.
Yes.
That's our problem.
That's the only thing I worry about.
Yeah. But I'd love to go because you just go, you eat the chili, you watch the game, and you leave. That is
True.
10 out of 10.
I've sent people home with whole pizzas.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, sure.
You're taking this stuff with
I don't
you.
need 4 more pizzas in my fridge to eat for the rest of my
week.
week.
You take that veggie home.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the veggie first.
You asked for it.
Yeah, leave the meat lovers for the rest of us.
Right.
I now have, when I throw parties, and I learned this from my mom, and I should have just kept it going, the to-go boxes. You know, like the styrofoam to-go boxes, or like the Glad Tupperware thing. We have people like, the first time, I'm like, trust me. They're like, oh, now we get it. You just take whatever you want.
I don't have the guts to try what Jorge suggested that one time.
What's that?
The empty, like, margarine containers.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Use those. I don't have the guts to try.
Yeah. Oh, you're not. Yeah. Mexican people. I have one. It has no butter in there. It's chile.
Yeah, there you go.
It has hot sauce in there.
Yeah.
My mom yesterday, I went over to her place, and she cooked. I was telling DeAndre I felt bad because she sent me with, like, this tin of rice because I told her how much you guys liked her rice, and I left it at my apartment.
Okay.
Maybe for a reason. But she gave me like hot sauce chile, and then she gave me like beans, and she's like, oh, I know you got to transport them. You know, like the coffee, like the Nestle or Folgers, the glass ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She cleaned them up, and that's where the beans
It's
went,
a
and that's where
container.
the chile
There you
went.
go. Be
We
honest.
recycle.
You should go to the party.
Do you give your containers back?
No, wait, what? If somebody gave me one, or do I give them away?
They gave you a nice little glass
I would
container.
return it.
You would return
Oh,
it?
you have to return
because
those.
here's why.
Miles.
Here's why.
Yeah.
I would desperately want it back. I would never give somebody one of those good glass ones with the snappy lid.
What if you had to and you had no choice? See?
I'd hunt it down. Like I would make it a mission. I would be.
Hey, I need that back.
I'd be relentless in. Hey, man, I need that Tupperware
I need that back. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Somebody brought cookies. I believe it was somebody that won one of the CHLA. And they baked cookies or something, and their glassware is still up there.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, oh, he's not someone that's hunting that
No.
back. Because my mom, like, if she usually has like the styrofoam, the glass, whatever.
The foil ones are the best.
Those are great too. Which that's what she gave me the rice in.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're right, DeMarco. You have a pinch, and you're like, ooh, I need to give a good one, right?
Nope, you're getting it in a Ziploc bag. Sorry.
Or foil.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap that in foil.
But she will only give it to like me or my sister because she knows she can call us and be like, I need that back.
I love you guys, but you're never getting my glass
Not
Tupperware.
the good one. Not the good one.
You might get a plastic one, maybe,
Yes.
but you're getting foil
Yes.
or a Ziploc bag.
You're
And
getting
enjoy
That's
the rest of your night.
The cloudy Tupperware that's been through the microwave.
And the lid
Yes.
barely fits right.
There you go.
It's
But it's
probably
all-
coming
we all
off in
have
your
Just
those.
car.
getting it home, throw it away.
We
I
all
don't need
have
it back.
those.
Yeah.
You know, when Austin Reeves comes back, and we were saying, like, maybe the Knicks were a bad matchup for him to come back because he's been off for a while and
Yeah,
they're
they keep
kind of
teasing
physical. Yeah, I think the Nets might be a great little soft spot for him, but it's not just come back and welcome back. He's going to be needed. Have you seen that schedule coming up?
Brutal.
You could be heading, in a downward spiral by the All-Star break. We'll talk about that next and who the Lakers have next. Coming up, DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events.
Baby, let's cruise.
You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man. So I'm watching a basketball game recently, and I realized I'm squinting. Some people thought I was actually falling asleep. That's when I knew it was time to head to VisionWorks in Orange County. They made it easy. I booked my exam fast, the doctor was great, and picking frames from their incredible selection was a lot of fun. Simple scheduling, simple shopping, and here's the win. BOGO on glasses. 2 pairs plus VisionWorks backs it with a 100-day guarantee. So there's no pressure to rush the shot. Bottom line, whether you're watching the game or playing it, you got to see it clearly. VisionWorks. See the difference.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Lakers game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, so comforting and easy to share. Bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store, in the Asian and freezer aisles. BBGO for it, and bring something different to the table.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Yo, this is Jerry Garcia. It's your boy Concrete. And you're listening live to the 710 ESPN Radio, the best show, 3 to 6, DeMarco and Travis live.
Let's go. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Keep on trying me. I feel it quietly.
Dochi. Anxiety.
Doesn't this remind you of Gautier's?
It is.
It is, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the same beat.
Same beat. Yeah. She
Kind of annoys me.
Really? I liked it.
The song's good.
Yeah.
But it's like when I think of a whole nother song.
Yeah, that's true. It happens. Blurred Lines was a whole different.
Oh, that's it
was a whole different song. Yes, but it was popular. The All-Star break lasts about 6 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good rest. Are you going to watch this stuff? What else are we doing? You got the celebrity game.
The dunk contest, the three-point contest, the skills challenge, all that stuff.
What do you actually watch? Be real.
Yeah.
Like, do you watch
celebrity
any?
game?
None, right?
None of it.
That's the first thing when you brought this up, DeMarco. I was like, when was the last time you actually cared about all NBA All-Star Weekend? Because for me, it's been a long time.
I think I stopped caring around the time Kobe stopped playing.
It's a pretty good landmark.
Yeah.
I've cared about different things at different times. I've cared about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the game was Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, the game was fun.
Must-see TV.
It was really, really fun. There were skills competitions that were fun, whether it was Bird in the three-point contest or Steph Curry when he was competing in it. That was really fun. There were moments where the dunk contest was amazing, whether it was Dominique or Blake Griffin or these guys that were incredible
Dwight
dunkers.
Howard with the Superman.
Dwight Howard was amazing with the Superman cape. Now it's guys that aren't even in the league are competing in it sometimes. So and that skills competition thing is always kind of weird. That's just never really turned my crank. It's just and then the game itself is laughably bad.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's laughably a ridiculous product. And you can't sell it as a competitive event when it's, by definition, not competitive.
I'm looking at the purpose. It says a festival of basketball events.
That's fine.
And a rest period for players. I guess that's the only thing that actually matters for the Lakers for us. It's a rest period. But Luka and LeBron are going to play. The guys that need the rest are actually going to be out there playing.
They're going to play, but it's not like they're out there grinding out 35 minutes.
I'd rather them not play.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too, but it's not quite the same thing as but you do have to, at least here for those guys, it's local. They don't have to travel to a city.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I don't know what you do. The football got rid of the Pro Bowl. They turned it into something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
The NHL figured out something with that Nations Cup where the Canadians and the Americans
That was
decided.
interesting.
It was amazing because they competed.
Yeah.
They competed like crazy. They had 3 fights in the first 30 seconds of the championship game that were real fights. And it just was an incredible competitive environment. Baseball lends itself to competitive environments, even when the game itself isn't a real game. If the pitcher is not going to throw a batting practice fastball to the hitter is not going to strike out on purpose like the NBA guys are going to let a guy do a dunk on purpose. The ball's hit to the center fielder, he's going to catch the ball. It's a real baseball game to a point. The basketball is not.
Well, I don't know who on this list could kind of take over the game and start playing a little bit better. I mean, maybe Joker?
It's got to be
Steph Curry.
The thing that has to change is the
Wemby,
defense.
Wemby
could bring an element defensively where if he's trying to block everybody's shot,
he played.
It's different.
He's playing the game.
He did come out and say, when he found out that he was an all-star starter, that he was like, yeah, I'm actually going to go out there. I'm going to compete.
Good.
He said it himself. He's going to compete.
I hope so.
Jaylen Brown.
Giannis and those guys have been.
Giannis is not going to play.
He's not going to play.
But
okay.
Giannis is part of the problem in these environments. That he's been part of this thing, just circling the drain to where it's not fun to watch. That it has to be. Somebody has to be standing in front of somebody. You have to try to defend somebody, or else it's just a game of weird horse.
Maybe LeBron.
It's just weird.
I don't know. I hope they can bring some interest back to the All-Star game. That would be a lot of fun. The only reason I brought it up is because the Lakers, and goes back to the Austin Reeves thing. The Lakers they're at Brooklyn. That's on Tuesday. Then followed by Philadelphia on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State on Saturday. Oklahoma City on Monday. San Antonio on Tuesday.
Buckle up.
Right. Dallas, who's starting to win a little bit. And then I think Friday they're here versus the Clippers. I mean, this is all before the break. I take that back. Not the Clippers. Dallas is before the break. Dude, you could finish on a losing streak. You could lose all your momentum going into the break for 6 days. This is what I mean about Austin Reeves coming back ASAP and playing now.
What is it? Is it 7 games that they've played together, those 3 guys?
Yes.
That Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves have played 7? That's nothing. They've played 48 games, and they've played 7 games together.
I still think you're going to lose one when he comes back.
Maybe.
And I would bet it's going to be – I'd let Luka sit out. You need him more than anyone down the stretch.
Yeah, but you may have called it a month or 2 ago, and you said they might be in the play-in, and they're flirting with it right now. And you don't have the luxury to do what the Dodgers did, which is basically put your feet up and say, we're going to be in it no matter what. We'll let us know when it's time to try, and we'll start trying. They need to start trying right now.
They do. But if it's one of those things where when he comes back, one of you guys gets to sit, it's going to be Luka for me. Even if LeBron is 50 years old, I know. And rest is what they both need, but you're not going to get.
They need to win some games,
They need to win some games right now. You needed to win that in New York. That was winnable. You were ahead the first time they lost all year when they were ahead at halftime.
Yeah.
That was just a second half collapse, or maybe New York's better than we think.
Both?
It could be both. It could be both.
Again, the Knicks are currently on a 6-game winning streak after beating the Lakers. Like they're starting to figure out a little bit of their rotations. They're starting to figure out a little bit of guys succeeding in their roles. Like there's a reason why Landry Shamet was having success last night, because they're starting to come together as a team. The Lakers are still in that weird where it's like, okay, we're going to throw this guy in the lineup because this guy's not performing. It's a constant switch, and they're going to have to do it again.
Their guys were better than the Lakers guys.
Last night, the better team won.
Yeah, star to star.
Yeah.
I thought the Lakers were fine, but the other gues, they had more of those guys than the Lakers did. That's just how that went down.
When you look at the Knicks, like their starting 5, arguably three of them can be all-stars. Like Karl-Anthony Towns is all-star, Jalen Brunson's all-star. You can maybe throw in, OG, I don't know. Like they got guys on their team. You know what I mean? They got five legit guys on their roster.
The Lakers don't have the benefit of going up against anybody and we got this. I mean, I know there's some bottom feeders in the league that they should absolutely beat.
Like Washington?
But those games are just far closer than they need to be more often than not.
Yep.
And those games where they're playing somebody of equal to better talent, those are nip-tuck. They're really, really tight games, and that's just going to be what they are because that's the horsepower that team has. Sometimes it's a little better, sometimes it's a lot worse, but their horsepower is kind of right smack in the middle of that Western Conference group, and it's not lack of effort, it's not lack of coaching, it's just they don't have enough.
True.
They just don't have enough guys to beat really good teams repeatedly. Occasionally they can land a punch and win a game, great,
right,
and that's fun, but to win a series is going to be very, very difficult.
Giving her all she's got, Captain.
Right.
That's all we got. Did you guys know Amon-Ra St. Brown and Keenan Allen are going to be in the Celebrity All-Star game?
Okay.
NBA All-Star game?
Okay. Well, Puka did it a few years ago. Was
that's
throwing
the
down
reason
dunks.
to watch. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know about Amon-Ra St. Brown when it comes to basketball. I've seen some viral clips of him in the Detroit Lions locker room, and he tried to do like little shadow, air
No.
stuff.
No.
Keenan Allen, however,
Okay.
Keenan can play.
I played against Keenan Allen in a men's league game in Orange County, and he can hoop.
Okay.
Keenan Allen can hoop. I seen him with my own eyes. I was legit guarding that man. He can play.
Okay.
He's a big dude.
What did Amon-Ra St. Brown do that made you go,
Just seeing his bodily movement as far as like doing
Okay.
a little air between the legs
No
and
handle.
like a little step back.
Okay.
It didn't look smooth enough for
Okay.
me. That's all. Keenan Allen, like I said, him actually being on the basketball court, he actually facilitates. He moves without the ball. Like Keenan Allen knows what he's doing on the court.
I love seeing those guys from other sports show up and do stuff. And when it looks right, one of my favorite stories is when the Angels went to play in Oakland. This was years ago. And Mike Trout and a couple of the other Angels went to a Warriors practice. And Trout is on the three-point line with Steph and Clay and those guys. And he's jacking up threes. And he looked like he belonged with them. And it wasn't weird. It wasn't awkward. It was just pure athleticism. And I'm like, oh, right, he's one of those guys. And then they're underneath the basket. He catches a rebound, flat-footed, 2 feet up, boom, 2 hands. And I'm like,
Athlete.
oh,
Yeah.
he's not only one of those guys, he's one of those guys.
He's special.
You know what made it worse in that specific men's league game is that Keenan Allen brought one of his teammates. And his teammates, I could have sworn he had to be the defensive back on the Chargers that year. And he came in, big dude, but he wasn't that tall. And all of a sudden, he just gets the ball off a rebound. I kid you not.
Explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing that off a 2? Off a rebound?
No
I said,
handle,
yeah.
though.
No handle.
But he can jump.
He can jump, and he was real physical, I'll tell you that.
And that's why he's playing football.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, you said that Orlando Pace was one of the best athletes on your team.
Oh, my God. You know the 10-yard shuttle you've seen at the Combine?
Yeah.
5 back, 10 back, 5
Right.
back. He was the fastest guy on the team by a wide margin.
Faster than the wide
Faster
receivers,
than our
the
skill
DBs.
guys, faster than everyone. He's 3 steps and he's there. Then you see him playing basketball and like, oh, this dude's a point guard.
Yeah.
Your point guard is your left tackle. Imagine that. Oh, yeah.
Those guys bother me.
Handle, step back,
One
everything.
thing. Everybody should get one thing, not 4.
You know, I think he's basically Luka. How tall is Luka?
6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, Orlando's like 6'7".
Yeah.
It's basically Luka playing left tackle.
Old Luka.
Old Luka. With paws. I love it. Crazy
New
stuff.
Luka looks more like a defensive end.
Is Glorilla going to be there? Anybody? Do you listen to Glorilla?
She's got some good music, yeah.
She does?
She's solid.
Give me a song.
Hard
Okay.
pass.
Good night, Glorilla.
Good.
Hard pass.
Hard pass? Okay, she's at the All-Star game, too.
Yeah,
We'll
whatever.
talk more about that. Moving forward, I think Sam Darnold, I feel bad for this dude this year. I really do.
Sam Darnold.
I really do. I think he's about to have the game of his life, and no one's going to care at all. I'll tell you why. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA. Hey, it's DFAR. You can celebrate the Lunar New Year at Pechanga Resort Casino. Kick the year of the horse into overdrive with cash and easy play. Giveaways on every Saturday during the month of February. Plus, one lucky guest will take home a brand new Ferrari. Don't they call them Ferraris? Ferrari. I'd love to have a Ferrari. You think I'd fit in a Ferrari? Have you ever tried to drive a Ferrari?
I've never driven one. I've ridden in one.
Yeah, fun, right? Loud.
Yeah. Loud.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable, quite frankly.
You instantly get better looking in a Ferrari. It just happens. You can win a brand new Ferrari on February 28th. Earn entries for Pechanga's Lunar New Year drawings by using your rewards card when you play your favorite slots and table games all month long. Then be at Pechanga every Saturday night in February to activate your entries. Must be present to win. That's key. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number. 888-PECHANGA for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate. Good luck.
All gas, all Lakers.
The Grammy road trip keeps rolling for its 8th and final stop as the Lake Show hits Brooklyn tomorrow at Barclays.
Back to Marcus Smart. Alley-oop LeBron. Reverse dunk over his head. And the Lakers putting on a show.
Your Los Angeles Lakers come face-to-face with the Brooklyn Nets. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
ESPN LA family, I'm personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Hey, it's DeMarco Farr. The big game is around the corner, but before that, it's NBA trade deadline. ESPN LA and Hendrix Gen are taking over Rock and Brews in El Segundo Thursday, February 5th for the Super Week trade deadline party. Join Mason and Ireland with special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr., followed by me and Travis, while we broadcast live from noon to 5:30. Become a Gensider. Follow every purple and gold move live and win tickets to a professional basketball game. It's all happening Thursday at Rock and Brews in El Segundo. See you there.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about civic tax relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic tax relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. 4 o'clock in the Southland. You know what that means. Time for Tip or No Tip. Tip or No Tip. With producer Laura. And Tip or No Tip on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Presented by LA Care. LA's most affordable health plan. Part of our community offering Medi-Cal and LA Care covered. And connecting Los Angeles to trusted, affordable care and support. Learn more at lacare.org. Tip or no tip time. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Tip or no tip. Every
It's
day
okay.
at 4:45.
It's all good. You were rolling. I was like,
We were
I'm not
having
going to
fun.
tell you. I'm not
Come
going
on.
to tell you not to.
Glorilla.
Okay, by the way, I confused her with Sexy Red. Really hard out
Me
on
too.
Sexy
Look
Red.
Look at you.
But before I get into Tip or No Tip, the road to Lombardi continues at Yamaba, and Super Sunday is taking over the pool deck. Join Cappy, Morales, Bergman, and producer Lindsay at Yamaba Resort and Casino for a full-blown Super Sunday watch party. Doors open at 1 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30. So get there early and soak in the energy before the game even starts. Lock in your spot now at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com. And join us on the Yamaba pool deck. You in? That actually sounds a lot of fun.
Sam Darnold is on like a mini heater.
He's on fire.
He hasn't thrown a pick in 3 games, which means he's due.
The do theory?
The
All right.
do theory.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, so I actually sent this to you guys over the weekend. I saw it really late, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I forget. Maybe not the right time to text you guys, so I ended up texting, I think, in the morning or whatever. But Puka Nacua shot a shot against Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if you guys opened the message.
He shot a shot against her playing basketball?
No, like, he was like...
Shot his shot.
Yeah.
Shooting his shot, like,
Yeah.
sliding in the DM
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
He didn't slide in
What
the
did I
DM.
tell you? That dude's confidence is through the roof.
Oh,
Way to
it
go,
is.
Puka.
Pretty good football player.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So basically, Sweeney was interviewed, and I think it was Variety who had the tweet. And she said she was looking for someone athletic, outgoing, and adventurous. And, because she's like, I'm an athletic person. I want someone like that. He responds, he quote tweets the Variety tweet, and it says, love skydiving. And I was like, okay, dude, I love the confidence. Love the confidence. It went viral. He had fans, other NFL players kind of, reaching out and cheering him on his bold move. I love that he went viral for this and not other stuff because, he went viral. But tip or no tip, if you were Puka, you would have done it a different way.
Oh, no tip. I like the way he did it. That's great. Absolutely. That's matching star power.
I would have gone at it a little differently. If she's saying she wants somebody, what was it, athletic and adventurous? Is that what it was?
Love skydiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have, look, she's got an army of people, I'm sure, that deal with her life, right? Their logistics and all this.
She's got a team.
I'm sure Puka has a team as well. Right?
I'm sure he does now.
Let's have our teams get together. Hey, look, he's looking to date. You said you want athletic and adventurous. He's available and interested. Is there a chance that we could put the two people? That's how I would try to do it if you really want to do it. If you just kind of want to throw an alley-oop out there and see if she grabs it and dunks it, then give it a shot. I don't mind it.
I'm sure that happened, but I mean, I'm going to reach out.
Sure.
I like skydiving. What's happening? Yeah. And then have your people call my people. We'll go.
For me, I think it would have been cool if he was like, love skydiving, when can I take? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just like.
You can't be thirsty, no.
He sounded thirsty. That was kind of thirsty.
Skydiving. There you go.
Nah, that was thirsty.
The coolest Mac I've ever seen was this dude. He wrote dinner on like cards and would hand them out. Like
dinner with a question mark or a period?
Just with a question mark.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
and hand them. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. Yes.
It's not how many no's you get, it's how many yeses.
You sound just like him. You sound just like him. Yes.
You can knock on many doors, one will open.
That's right.
All right. So you briefly touched on Sean McVay because I had sent you a tweet where he said that he was hurt even more. This loss hurt even more than the loss that he had been a part of, including the loss to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And he also said, I don't know if I'll be tuning in for Super Bowl. So obviously, because of what we do watch games. Like, it's just kind of part of our job. We love to watch sports. But has there been any time, especially for you, DeMarco, where you've been so sad or turned away from a game that you're like, I'm just not going to watch?
My first 6 seasons in the NFL. I didn't watch a Super Bowl. I hated them. Especially,
you weren't in it?
Yes, especially if, like, what Atlanta went in 98. That drove me completely bonkers because they sucked like we did. Then all of a sudden, they got right and went to the Super Bowl and became, like, stuck up overnight. Yeah, that the Niners going to, like, Super Bowls used to drive me. Hell no, never watched the games. Now, I'm watching. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Back then, I'm not watching that. I feel like McVay. I don't want to watch football right now.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree. There are some times where your emotions are involved. I don't want to watch someone else date my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I understand it's going to happen. I understand that but I don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it hurts and you know it's on over there, I'm not going to go out of my way to see it.
Right.
I don't need to relive that all over
thought
again.
Derek Brooks was going to hit me.
Yeah.
At the Pro Bowl. He didn't say much, and he saw me walking around the corner, and I just had this grin on my face, and he had just suffered the worst loss of his life, and I swear he wanted to hit me.
Yeah.
Chris Carter couldn't control himself. He had to tell me that he didn't think we were as good as the teams that we beat.
Did you do this?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
It was Chris Carter. Of course I did. But Derek Brooks was hurt. Yeah, no doubt.
I thought it was interesting because I know as a fan, I've had times where whether it was the Lakers not being in the playoff, in the NBA Finals, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to watch, especially when I was younger. That like would hit me harder. I remember when the Dodgers got lost, and that one like just my friend and I were at like Rockin' Sushi. I think it's called Rockin' Sushi in Azusa, and we both walked out of there like, man, that was tough. So I can't imagine as a player. You know what I mean?
The Lakers never really let me down in the final. I guess one time maybe.
Well, they went to the finals in the pandemic, which was weird, and they won, so it wasn't disappointing. And before that, they hadn't been in the finals in 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been in the finals one time in 16, 17 years. So
I've been a fan. I'm 38.
If you get dumped in the first round, it's like whatever.
Or Western
it
Conference
wasn't meant
final.
to be.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. But it's funny for me. Like for me, it depends on what we're talking about. Like, if it's the Dodgers, I will still watch the World Series, even if they're not in it, because I love baseball. The rest of it, basketball, if the team that I'm interested in isn't playing, I can check out pretty quickly.
Me too.
But
Right.
with football's the one that it doesn't matter. I'm going to watch it no matter what. College football, like the national champion, really good game, really interesting story. I will watch it, but I'll kind of watch it while I'm staring at my phone at the same time. The Super Bowl is the one thing that I don't care who's playing in it, I'm fully present for.
I'm with you. And
Yeah.
if you walk the boxer I hate to the ring, I'm done with you for life, Jabberwockies.
We still love you in these streets.
Nope.
It's just DeMarco
Have
right
the mask.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another one. So I told you guys that I hung out with my niece, and where I live, you have to pay for parking. There's a retail lot. You pay for parking. She paid for parking. And before I left to do something yesterday, I was like, hey, you got to get up. You got to repay because it only lets you to a certain time, right? She's like, okay, Tia. She woke up. I saw her pay the parking. She calls me when she's leaving around 10:30 in the morning. I got a ticket. And I was like, what do you mean you got a ticket? She's like, yeah, it's a $50 ticket. And I was like, what? Sends me a picture. And I was like, what the bleep is this? It's not a cop ticket. It's literally my complex. It says concierge non-payment. So I went and asked the people in the front desk. And I was like, does this go to the DMV? Does this affect her license at all? What does this do? They're like, oh, it's a ticket from us. Like, what? I was like, you're not paying that. I told her, I was like, you're not paying. Exactly. I was like, you are not paying that. So I told the guy, I was like, I'm ripping this up. Like, it's not going to happen. And he's like, well, it can go to your unit, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this is insane. This has to be illegal. But I'm like, tip or no tip, you guys would pay something like that. I was like, what?
I'm with Travis.
No
yeah.
chance in hell.
So annoying. They're like, we're going to attach it to your rent. Try me.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Try
Go ahead.
Dare you.
me. I was like, she's like, I've never had a ticket. It's going to go on my record. And I was like,
not if it's not from a municipality, it's not.
I was like, this food, it's put concierge. I don't want to say where I live. Concierge. And I was like,
nah, you can't do
nah,
that.
bro.
No.
$50 when it's only $15 to park, you're crazy.
I'd rather have that than they stick that orange sticker on your window.
Oh, so you can't see?
The one that doesn't come off.
Yeah.
You could have just came and knocked on the door, man.
That seems even oddly more aggressive than the boot.
It is.
Like the boot is terrifying, but that sticker, because you know somebody's going to try to drive with that sticker on it.
Exactly.
Like with
and
their head out the window or something, like a dog.
Yes.
Like, you know they're going to give it a shot.
I hate that, yes. But $50 out of nowhere?
Listen,
nope, not happening.
It was crazy. And I told the girl that I was talking to, because at that point, you know, it was like a different concierge or whatever. And I said, she paid it. I saw her pay the $15. Oh, maybe she only put 15 minutes. No. We know how it works because you have to pay when you're here. It is what it is. I said, and the fact that she did it at 6:15 in the morning and the ticket, I'm going to use air quotations here, ticket was at 6:40. Your thing, you didn't even look if she really paid for it.
Right.
You have to like check the system.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you know, if she has a screenshot, who's going to screenshot paying that?
They are not going to go to the trouble to try to collect that $50.
Well, my niece is not paying no $50.
No. They're looking for a sucker. Guys. That's what it is.
It ain't. Listen, this weekend people try to mess with me.
If she didn't know, Laura, if she just took the ticket off her window and went home and paid it, she's probably not even going to notice that it's not from the city of whoever that issued the ticket. She probably just sends it in, and enough people won't even look at it that they will pay it.
Not at all.
Not me. I'm like, I was not the one to be messed around with this weekend. Nope.
The big game this weekend. As far as the Patriots are concerned, I wonder who this win would mean more for. Drake May or Mike Vrabel? And if Vrabel wins a Super Bowl, where does he rank in the pantheon of great coaches? We'll talk about that next. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
And Tip or No Tip is presented by LA Care, LA's most affordable health plan, part of our community, offering Medi-Cal and LA Care covered, and connecting Los Angeles to trusted, affordable care and support. Learn more at lacare.org.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Freaking suck, man. Fire everybody. They suck.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
George, have you ever watched a full football game sitting side by side with Christopher Arthur Morales?
In the past, I'm sure we have, yeah.
Because it's not like where he's trying to tell you, like, hey, you know what? Wow, on 3rd and short, maybe they should do this because look at this situation or look at that. It's always like, they suck. This is a disaster. I'm like, bro, it's the first quarter. It's a long game.
No, he overreacts to everything. Like, that's just who he is. I mean, you're surprised by this?
Because Bergie's thinking like an analyst, you know what I mean?
We were having conversation.
Right. And Chris is just sitting there, they freaking suck, man. Fire everybody. They suck.
Hey, it's Sedano and Cap every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The most trusted jingle in Los Angeles has a new number. Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
By the way, DeMarco, I see you rocking that quarter zip today, man.
Am I making a statement with this thing?
Yes.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
It's a quarter zip. We've had these forever.
You and I have been wearing these for 30 years.
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
Oh, my God. Forgot his name. CTE just jumped in.
Macklemore.
I was about to say Maxwell. What
no,
is wrong with me?
No, not Maxwell.
Yeah. Oh, that tribute to D'Angelo? Wow. That tribute to Ozzy? Wow. Grammys last night. Pretty cool. Yes.
What'd they do for Ozzy?
Slash and the drummer from the Peppers. Ron, and Post Malone.
Okay.
Yeah, he did War Pigs.
Okay.
You ever heard War Pigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that they think that's Ozzy's best vocal ever of his catalog.
Yeah.
So that's like the second or third cover, and it was really, really, really emotional.
That's cool.
Yeah, really cool. 73-51. What was McVay's record?
McVay's record is 92-57.
Do you have winning percentage there? I know it's in the
I can
sixes.
do it pretty
It's
quickly.
in the sixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 61 or something like that, maybe more.
Let's see. This is why they
Go
invented
ahead.
these things called calculators.
I know.
So I can do this on the fly.
I love this.
Let's see.
I want the guy that can do this without the calculator.
Not that, well, you're looking at the wrong guy. I got nothing for you.
I would have said Graham, but he turned out to be a Chavato. So.
62%.
Okay, 62%. Okay, so Mike Vrabel is 73-51. He's at 58 or .589.
Okay.
So that's not bad. Not McVay-like, but not bad. I bet that's better than what some people think about Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee was 54-45 before they fired him with the
That
Patriots.
should put you in the Hall of Fame right there.
Right. He's 14
I'm barely kidding, by the way.
I just wonder, like, for him, when you think, and you're a great person to ask, we were talking about the Hall of Fame, and it's somebody that stands top of mind for you.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be able to see it in your head.
Done. Yeah.
Done. Okay, so Mike Vrabel, when I say him as coach, what comes up first?
Good coach.
Good coach, period.
Good coach. Let's see some more.
Okay.
Yeah, like he still feels like a relatively new coach, even though he's been around a lot. The fact that he hasn't taken a team to the Super Bowl until now. The fact that he hasn't won a Super Bowl until maybe Sunday afternoon. That I think that kicks you into a different category. Now that he's been there, I think he's in a tighter group, but I don't think of him the way I think of Sean McVay. I don't even think of him the way I think of Kyle Shanahan. And Kyle Shanahan hasn't won one, but he's been to a couple.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
right.
But when you're getting a bite at the apple over and over and over again, I think that's different than if you pop up one time. And I'm not saying he won't be back a bunch of times, but for right now, Mike Vrabel is a very good NFL head coach, but I think he's in that second cut of guys behind McVay's, Reed's, and those guys.
It's unfair. You might almost have to do it twice if you're Vrabel, or at least
Maybe.
put the team back in position. You have to win this one, number one, and this is not going to be easy for them. I was asked a question pre-show, like, what dudes on defense should they worry about? Because he's a Patriots fan. The first thing I said was the front.
Yeah.
And then Eamon Worry, that safety.
That guy's a monster.
He's the Joker. He's
Yeah.
the guy they can put on anyone, and they blitz him. So if it is to be, you got to block him first. But I was thinking, like, if Drake May wins a Super Bowl, what does that mean? I don't know. It could be he's hot for a couple of years. He's got way more to prove.
Yeah.
But Mike Vrabel could put himself in an interesting category by winning this and by his record. You could start considering him a great football coach from very good to great.
I agree.
Yeah, it would be more than a big story just for him. It would kind of, give him his button as a capo. Yeah.
It validates what he has accomplished up until this point. The May thing is interesting because this is his second year in the league. Is he going to do what Patrick Mahomes did, where all of a sudden he just shows up every year and he's in the mix time after time after time? Or is he going to do what Dan Marino did, where he showed up right away and everybody's like, oh, snap, look out, and never come back again? And it wasn't because Marino wasn't awesome. He's Dan Marino,
they just couldn't get back.
They just couldn't get back.
Now, one thing, has a quarterback, I can't remember, won one early and then kind of, I guess, Joe Flacco.
Flacco's
won one and then was just kind of,
Here's another. He went back again, but Russell Wilson
won one, kind of went to
went to another one, and then went
Okay, yeah.
You know, he only went to one, as weird as this is, but was an MVP over and over and over again, so he's in a different category. Aaron Rodgers only went to one.
This is true.
Yeah.
But he was great.
But I think he's a 4-time MVP.
Yeah, he was
so
great.
He's in a different category. But it happens where guys show up and are in one all of a sudden, and then it doesn't happen again. I don't know if that's him or not. I've only seen him play a handful of games. I'm impressed by what I've seen, but the AFC has a lot of really good teams and a lot of really good quarterbacks.
And here's the thing. You have to give them credit. They're in the Super Bowl, and you do. It was a tough road to hoe. But if you look at that regular season record and who they played against.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Did you see that stat? So of the
elite quarterbacks?
No. The 17 games they played this season.
Yeah.
I think it's 14 of them either fired their head coach or one of their coordinators.
Right.
So they were playing teams that were so bad that they had to fire their coach.
Yes.
Over and over and over again.
You hit the roulette wheel 14 times out of 17.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So they're going to get the biggest challenge. That's what I mean about Sam Darnold. I hope this turns out to be a game, a fever pitch battle. It may be boring to certain people, but this has to be a game. If you wind up blowing the Patriots out, who's going to care?
The people in Seattle.
Right,
yeah.
And we probably won't remember it. We'll still be talking about the halftime show. I hope this turns out to be a game.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm a Sam Darnold fan because he's a local kid, San Clemente High School, USC, and I liked watching him play at SC a lot. I thought he was really good. I thought he was going to be a very good pro. Disaster in New York. Doesn't work out in Carolina.
New York is a disaster.
And as is Carolina up until recently.
Right.
And so he goes to San Francisco, doesn't really get to play. He goes to Minnesota, plays his ass off, but they basically kick him out the door.
I'm starting to look at them a little funny, not him.
I agree. By the way, so is Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
But this is different. This is he isn't just along for the ride. The big reason they're playing in this game is he was awesome against the Rams. He was awesome twice against the Rams.
He slayed that dragon.
He absolutely did. And if he goes out there and has another game where he throws for 300 yards and a few touchdowns and doesn't turn it over a bunch of times, I don't think we're going to turn him into Joe Montana, but it's a great redemption story.
It would be.
Absolutely.
It's
an incredible redemption story, and especially if he can put together a game-winning drive and win the game. It's not going to go down in history the way some of these others do, just because it's the Seahawks and the Pats, but pretty big deal. This is his fifth team.
That would be a strange odyssey.
Yeah.
It would be.
And I'm happy for him. I hope it works out for him. I think he's a great competitor, and a lot of guys could have flamed out after going through those first two spots, and he didn't. And I
he
give
got
him a ton
better.
of credit.
That's not a Dilfer. That wouldn't be a Dilfer. This would be a whole nother thing.
Dilfer's kind of close.
Would that be?
Dilfer's kind of close.
But not 5 different spots.
No, Dilfer was in Baltimore. He was in Tampa.
He might have been.
Yeah.
Brad Johnson, better than that. Because you would definitely put Sam Darnold in that group. You wouldn't put him in the elites.
No.
You'd put him in that group.
Unless he goes back again.
That's the other thing.
And Seattle's pretty darn good.
And that's the other side I'm thinking. And this is, you rightfully overshadow your quarterback because you should start talking about that coach.
Yeah.
That got them right quickly.
They will.
And then won a Super Bowl.
There's credit to go around, right? Like look, if something happened, if Rory went and had 2 interceptions and had a pick six or something, he'll be the story of the game. But somebody's going to pop out of this. The coach, whoever wins, the coach is going to get a ton of shine. And whoever has the big game will get a ton of shine. You're just a different player after that.
It's going to be funny. I mean, if it's a walk and Seattle wins in a walk, and Sam Darnold throws 4 touchdown passes, all to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay.
Who's the MVP?
Darnold.
Depends on, really?
I think so.
Depends on where he catches it and how he gets in the end zone.
They just give it to quarterbacks so often.
Right.
You know, like the one that Cooper Kupp won could have easily gone to Aaron Donald. It could have easily gone to Matthew Stafford. Like there were 3 really good options, but it typically goes to the quarterback.
But if you're throwing the ball lateral on screens and it scores.
If he's got 200 yards of yards after catch, then sure, it's JSN.
Oh my
but
God.
if he's just dotting him in the end zone all night long.
I'm kind of rooting for the guy. He is. The first time I met him, they said he's like G.I. Joe. I'm like, oh, you're right. He is. He's Captain America. He's a great kid. You could babysit my kid.
It's pretty rare where the team that knocks out your team, you don't have a ton of hard feelings towards.
Yeah.
And I don't have a ton of hard feelings because they didn't get lucky. They were just good.
They fought and they won the game.
Yeah.
What did you think of Clint Kubiak getting hired by the Raiders?
I think it's exactly what you and I were talking about.
What's that?
Somebody's got to take it.
Yeah, I think he chose the right team because I'm sure he had a choice of Arizona and the Raiders. I think they have more cap space in that number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go there than Arizona.
He gets to pick his own quarterback.
Yep.
He doesn't get saddled with Murray, which I don't think anybody would really want. But, man, I'll tell you, I thought they had something figured out with Pete Carroll. I thought they had something figured out with Geno Smith. Not that they were going to go to the Super Bowl.
More surprised that Pete,
But they both were dreadful.
Right.
And so I don't know if they're just the DNA and the walls is so bad there that you can't get around it. Maybe you can. I mean, McVay came in and turned everything around, so we'll see.
Kubiak can coach, man. He was good with the Saints. He turned the Seahawks around, and here he is. And I think the Raiders have some pieces. I like G.T. I like
Bowers, and Crosby.
They got some pieces.
Those are 3 really good pieces.
I think I would part with the third one.
With Crosby?
And get more picks.
Maybe.
If I could. But then I'd be stupid because you can't find a pass rusher like that.
No, they're hard to find.
No, but you can get a boatload of picks because there are teams that
if I can get 5 quarters for $1, maybe. You know what I mean? Like
never thought of it that way.
Yeah, if I can get 5 quarters for $1, maybe
I would take that.
Yeah,
they used to get me with, do you have 2 10s for a 5? And I would actually think about it. Doesn't that suck? You got 2 10s for a 5?
I have 2. No.
See, you have to think about it.
That's the tails I win, or tails you lose, heads I win.
There you go.
Yeah.
LaFleur going to Arizona, kind of new. I guess it wasn't the guy I thought that would get the job.
You thought Shieldhouse was the guy?
I thought he might be the front runner, but I mean, if you ever wanted to know what McVay's offense would look like with a mobile quarterback, I think you're going to see it.
Okay, but I have a flaw with that.
Okay.
Tell me, I would like to see it with a good mobile quarterback. I don't know if Kyler Murray is a good mobile quarterback.
Okay, I am not defending Kyler.
Yeah.
I do not think you can win with him.
Okay.
But he's not horrible. He's got some skill. He's pretty quick. He's tough to sack. If you can keep him engaged.
He has been in the league for a minute now,
I know.
And his team is almost always bad.
He's a fiat.
At some point, that is what it is.
I got you.
Yeah. And like if you could give him, I'm trying to think of a guy that could. You're not going to get a guy like this very often, but if you get a Josh Allen, if you get a Lamar, a guy that can move and knows what he's doing, I'd love to see that McVay offense. But Kyler Murray. He's not very good.
You're going to get, I guess, an example of it
Yeah.
or for a while it lasts, unless they can figure out something to do with Kyler Murray. And I don't know if you can, because what Steve Mason said earlier was he's a starter, right? Or he's a backup, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't bring Kyler Murray in as your backup. They're running completely separate offense. Depending on who you have as your starter, you're running completely different offenses. You know what I mean?
Look, those guys are really specific flavors of ice cream. You got to really like what they do to bring them in, and because you're right, you have to revamp everything that you're doing.
Yep.
You can't just plug and play a lot of these guys. And he hasn't. Would I revamp everything I'm doing for Lamar Jackson? Hell yes.
Yes.
Would I do everything I can to revamp for a Josh Allen? Yeah, I would. Kyler Murray, it's like, no, man. I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo as my number 2 quarterback than Kyler Murray.
Well, they got some of it right. I like the McBride. They found something in him. I think there's a miss with Marvin
Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. For some reason, that's just not connecting.
Maybe that's a quarterback issue.
It could be.
Yeah.
I think that could be another thing. You're not going to get the best out of him with that style of quarterbacking. Same thing I feel in Philadelphia.
Those places that are bad for that long.
Yeah.
Oakland, Vegas, Arizona, Tennessee, these places that just are down for long periods. It can change. We saw what happened in Chicago. Chicago got it turned around, and they got it figured out. I think the Rams fall into this category. They were kind of stale for a while, and McVay comes around and turns it. but it's really hard. Those places are stale for a reason.
You know, it's going to take a great coach, and maybe LaFleur could be that guy. Maybe he'll blossom as a head coach and turn into something that – because Bruce Arians had it going for a while. He did.
He
I
did.
mean, and to me, what kept him going down there was he kept the front office out of the room. He had the stroke to say,
that's the question.
I got it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
A guy that's been around the block as often as Bruce Arians probably could.
Yeah.
a guy that's brand new, maybe not so much.
This is true.
That to tell the owner, yeah, I got this, is probably a lot easier if you're 60 than if you're whatever Mike LaFleur is.
I don't think Bruce Arians has lost a lot of arguments. Do you?
No. and by the way, he's also got that energy that's engaging, right?
That's true.
Like
yeah.
it feels like he knows what he's doing. Even if he might not, he has this air of authority to him where a new head coach, like Sean McVay when he showed up, I don't know how he ever did it, but at 30 years old, he had this, guys, I got this, and you actually believed him.
You did.
Usually
he had to go out and prove it, but he did.
Yeah.
He really did.
Usually those guys are like, yeah, bro, I get that you can talk, and I get that you've got some swag, but let's see what actually happens when something goes wrong.
Right.
And he just aced it across the board. Those young guys typically don't.
Well, for this offseason, I think the needs are obvious and we didn't get to talk about the new hire, Bubba Ventrone.
Oh, the special teams guy.
Yeah. Reese, texted that people weren't happy with Bubba Ventrone. Okay, name 2 other special teams coaches in the league not named Bones Fossil.
Okay, well, there's one that he took off. Was it DeFazio, or what was that guy's name that was around forever, the
right.
Cowboys?
Right, him.
Yeah,
yes.
him, the DeFazio guy.
That's what I mean. Like, there are some coaches.
John Harbaugh was a special teams coach.
They're great coaches, and you'd never know their names. So the one thing you can say is he is a legit special teams coach, and he gets the best out of what he has as a roster.
Yeah,
which is another thing. But there was no excuse for the special teams being this bad. So
I think that's the thing for me, DeMarco.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go from where they were, which is near the bottom of the league, to best in the league. Just go from where you were to good enough.
Just don't screw it up.
Just be good enough.
Yeah.
Just, don't get any kicks blocked.
Yes.
And don't let any kicks get returned for touchdowns, and we're fine.
Right. I don't think
that's not a huge bar to clear.
Yes. I don't think you need a, what do you call that? A head coach in waiting as your special teams coach to be good.
No.
You just need a good special teams coach.
Don't get kicks blocked.
Right. That's
Let's
what was missing.
There.
And you could also help with talent, too.
Sure.
You could give them more talent. And guess who plays a lot of special teams? Cornerback position.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need help there, too. So we'll see
Lots
what happens going forward. Did we talk about parties? You did. You're going to have a party.
Not going to have
You're
one.
not
I'm going to
have a
attend one.
Okay. I'm going to try. I have an invite to go to a party. I'm not sure if I'm going to go, though.
But before the game, right?
Do it.
No, not that part. I'm talking Super Bowl party. I have an invite to go watch the party at someone's house.
We get to watch the game?
Yes.
Then go. What's the downside? And this is good. By the way, this is coming from me, the guy that usually says no to things. Super Bowl party to attend is infinitely better than doing it yourself.
Remember that conversation we had about, sometimes people want to audition for the show and you just want to have a drink?
You can shut them down. I have faith in you.
Over and over and over again?
Is there more than one TV at this party?
I think there might be
one. Then get up and move.
I think there just might be one.
That's a little harder.
That's a little harder. That's a hard party to attend.
You can do it diplomatically. You could do it rudely. You could do it however you choose. But you know what? I just got to pay attention to this real quick.
I should just stay at home then.
Yeah.
Because I really want to watch
this
game.
But I like watching that game with people, as long as they're watching the game.
But I do. But, I mean, then there's the other guy. And you have this at the gym. The dude that wants to compete.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that. But you don't have to engage in that. Right? Like, if they want to go show you that they should have the New York Giants job, you can just go, yeah, okay.
But you can't hold that when you hear something just dumb come out of somebody's mouth.
It's really hard, but you can do it.
Hey, DeMarco, what's up with the Rams? What are they going to do?
It's not that, what the guys should have done, and that coverage was this and that.
I have one
for
you.
No, it's not.
You know how I told you that we got invited to a Super Bowl party and you have to wear a team? Okay. So that couple love both of them. I obviously know the girl more. So the guy got a little tipsy for Christian's birthday, and he's a huge LeBron guy. He goes, if LeBron leaves, I'm out. I'm not a Laker fan. I was like, great. You're a LeBron fan. We're not going to miss you. Deuces. He goes, yeah, and you're left with Luka. He's trash.
What?
When you hear that, you're like, I'm out, bro. Whatever you have to say,
easy.
Out.
That's easy.
out. But he will fight you tooth and nail.
That is easy.
That's easy because
that's a hater.
nail.
That's just patently wrong.
Yeah,
right. But what you're describing, I think, is harder.
Yes.
Like if I'm just going to make up a scenario. Oh, why are they playing cover 2? And you know it's a cover 4. Okay. And you're like, do I fix this? Or because my fear is always this. I'm afraid they're doing it to see if I know the difference.
Okay.
Like, are you testing me to see if I know?
Yeah.
Like, Clayton Kershaw is the greatest right-handed pitcher in Dodger history. It's like,
they're waiting.
do I need to tell you that he's left-handed, or are you just that dumb? Like, which of these two things are we doing?
It's not. Yeah.
And I
not
think you
the
can
easy
just go,
one. The
Until
hard
you
one.
get sucked in.
Yeah.
The hard one. The hard one.
Yeah.
Or I can't stand the question where it's obviously about gambling.
Yeah.
That's and you're trying to like cover it. Like, why don't you just ask me, man? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Well,
yeah.
you're going to have a hard time at a Super Bowl party not talking about gambling because
just
there's
saying.
going to be
It's
squares.
every with
and-
squares.
Just ask me and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I love the
Jeez.
squares. I suck at them. Like, obviously.
But there's no sucking
they're-
at them.
I
You
know.
just- they're
I
random.
suck.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
suck.
Can
I
you do me a
never,
favor?
ever
Yeah.
won. You've at least won one, right?
I've won a few times.
Yes, he
Explain
never.
the squares.
So you just there's a board with 100 squares.
Yes.
Okay. There's 10 numbers on top. There's 10 numbers on the side, but the numbers aren't on there to start. They're just 100 blank squares.
Okay.
The buy-in can be whatever the buy-in is. It can be $1 a square. It can be $2 a square, $5 a square. It doesn't matter. Buy as
can
many
go
as you
up.
want. Write your number in the squares that you want. Doesn't matter where you put them.
Write your number.
No, I'm
Your
sorry, your
name.
name.
Your
You
name.
write
Okay.
your name wherever you want.
Okay.
Then after the grid is full, there are no numbers. You randomly draw out of the top. Number 7 goes first. Number 4 goes second. And then that's the Seahawks. You do the same thing on the other axis. That's the Patriots. At the end of each quarter, say the score is 10-7. Whoever has the 0 and the 7 in that where that grid intersects, you win that quarter.
That's how.
Did you understand any of that?
Yes. I play.
Yes, I did.
I play this all the time, and the reason
It's
why
easier
I say
to
suck.
show you than to tell you.
Okay. I'm trying to hang in
Yeah.
there.
Trish does this every year. Trish,
Yeah.
who works here, does it every year, and everywhere I've worked, we've done this, and I've never won. This
Susan
is
wins
why.
every time.
This is why I say
Every
I suck.
time.
How? It's
Luck.
just by
It's
luck.
just random
It's really
luck.
luck.
It's random.
I'm just picking squares,
without
put my
any
name
knowledge
in it,
of the numbers.
and then
Then the numbers go on after. Because if you knew the numbers, you'd pick 0, 3, 7,
Yes.
Yeah.
4. There are numbers that come up for 8 doesn't come up very often. 9 doesn't come up very often. You don't want 8s and 9s. 1s aren't great.
Okay.
So that's why you have to put the numbers in last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I've never done it. I'd love to try it.
It's fun. I want to win once. I don't even care because it at least how we
Why don't
play.
we do one?
It
We
increments.
do have one. Trish puts one
Trish
together.
does it.
I haven't got a. Do you have squares yet?
I have not participated. I
She-
participated
Are we-
last year.
Are we
She
able
sends-
to do squares?
She sends an email.
That's not illegal.
Well, it's just for fun,
Yeah.
DeMarco.
I'm just saying.
I'll message you with
As far
her.
as you're concerned, it's just for fun.
I will message you with her right now, Far, so she can tell you about the squares.
I ain't
Let me
doing
do it.
nothing.
See, but the Super Bowl party, you can go there and just get some food.
Yeah.
Have a nice little,
So
nice
good.
little
Okay,
drink.
and they're SC fans, so they think they know everything,
Okay, well,
and they
that's-
attract more.
Go
SC.
dogs.
The
See, I will show up in all purple. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game. Thank you. I had a great time. I'll see you later. And you walk out the
Gone.
door, and it's over. You make a half-hearted attempt to pretend you want to help them to clean up. They're going to say, no, don't worry about it. You go, great, and you bounce.
Okay.
Nothing's better than that.
When they criticize people like that miss tackles, that's when I can't keep my mouth shut. I just can't. I just can't.
What do you say?
You ever tried it?
Not a lot harder
It
than it looks.
ain't that easy, okay? Oh, he's got to make the tackle. 10 miles of wide open space
Yeah.
and it's one-on-one and he
Yeah.
misses. Oh,
Yeah.
he stinks. He can't make
Yeah.
a tackle.
Yeah.
Let me try it with you. Come on outside.
Yeah. How could he throw that pitch well? Joey Ohtani's pretty good.
Right.
He hits a lot of pretty good pitches.
Oh, he's listening.
Yeah.
Your concern is more about them asking you questions during the game, like as far as like what's happening. Like say like Drake makes a wrong throw, like the wrong read, and they ask you like, oh, you shouldn't have thrown it there, you shouldn't have thrown it there, but you're like, so that's tempting for you to be like, no, let me correct you here. There's a reason why.
Sometimes, I can I have the remote? Let me rewind it. No, never mind. Let's just move on. Yeah, let me show you what. Never mind. He didn't see it. You know what I mean?
You're
Right.
talking to the right person because
Yeah.
this is why very frequently I don't like to watch things with people.
Yes.
Because it's like, well, that's wrong. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong too. And it's like I don't want to argue all night, so I just sit there in your wrongness and listen to
Yeah.
it. but I want to be around people at Super Bowl. It's just
it's fun.
I like the Super
It
Bowl
is
party.
fun.
Honestly,
It is fun.
Every time that I go to a Super Bowl party, because I've done it solo where it's just me, especially when I lived with my mom, like when I was younger, because my dad watched, but I was the only one and my dad. So it was us. So it was a two-man team versus when it's, 10, 15, and there's a lot going on. I love that environment.
Yeah,
it's
I do
so
too.
much fun. And you have good food and you have good drinks. And you're not the one cleaning after and putting
You
it
just
together.
have to pretend to ask, and that's it.
Pretend to ask?
Well,
I
said that wrong. You do that. Oh, game's over. Can I help you clean up?
Oh,
and they're
okay.
going to say, no, don't worry about it. You go, you sure? Yeah. And then you leave.
Okay, or grab a bag of trash and take it outside.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, you do help.
Gather
Yeah.
some cans
Do
and put them in
something.
the trash can, and you put some plates by the sink. And, is there anything else I can do for you?
I thought we were connected. Are you guys always the last to leave?
Not if I have anything to say
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
yeah. 'cause
Are you the last one to leave?
Because it's not because of me.
Right.
Oh.
Believe me, we're exactly the same.
Okay, yes.
We are
okay.
frequently the last ones to leave, but it's not because of me.
Yes.
If it were up to me, we'd be the second people to leave. Yeah,
Does it depend
I'm
who
not-
you're with?
Yes.
No, it's Susan.
No. I mean, like, no, I mean, like, whose home you're in.
No.
Because usually when we go out, it's we're the last or second to the last or really close to the last ones to leave because of me. Except if we're at his grandpa's house, because his grandpa, will just keep talking. He's 87 years old and we love him.
Yeah.
And Christian feels bad, like cutting him off and saying, okay, we got to go.
That's a little different because
That's
you
what
want to
I
be
asked.
respectful to his grandfather.
Yeah.
Right.
But if it's just a party and the food has been eaten, the wine has been consumed, and the host stands up, that is code for get the hell out
Get
of my
out.
house.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
hell
you.
yeah, it
And,
is.
and so that is a thank you so much. And Susan's like, well, let me. And like Susan will get the vacuum cleaner out if you let her do it.
Right.
It's like,
Same.
let's just leave.
Yes.
They
And
invited us over. It's
you're not
fine.
allowed to do more at somebody else's house than you do at home. That's,
Oh.
No, she
See?
doesn't do
See?
that. but
See?
I just want to go home.
You know?
No one's going to.
I
just
got to
threw your
beg you
wife
to
under
take
the
my
bus.
plate into the kitchen, but you just take everybody.
You just threw your wife under the bus.
Of course I did. I'm on the radio. I can do that. I got a microphone.
Okay.
And she
There you
don't.
go.
Can we make Travis happy? So we're off tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what don't we have
no, we're
tomorrow?
not. We're doing radio. We're working tomorrow. Are you
Oh.
crazy?
Okay, well, we are.
Yeah.
But guess who's not going to be with us
I'm
tomorrow?
aware.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my.
Look at you. Look at you.
I'm aware.
I just
Great
wanted
day.
to make Travis
No,
happy a little bit.
I did the math.
Great day.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Great day.
Yeah.
We have to just, before we get done, and is Austin Reeves going to play? Because he's been, more teasing than a burlesque show about coming back, right? Didn't Shams, erase a tweet?
Well, they took him on the trip, and they said he was going to be cleared to play at some point on this trip. Well, this trip's got one more game left.
I know you got a baby cast, but you got a baby it that much? Or are they just looking for the right landing spot for
I don't
him?
know.
Let's talk about that a little bit next. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
Want to see the big game and shared reality at Cosm? ESPN LA is your way in. This is a great price, so listen up. Enter now for a chance to win a pair of Dome Reserve tickets with a premium food and beverage package included. That's right. So if you want to see the big game and shared reality at Cosm, all you have to do is go to ESPNLA.com, and that's your way in. Enter now for your chance to win a pair of Dome Reserve tickets with a premium food and beverage package included. Enter at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com, only with ESPN LA.
All gas, all Lakers.
The Grammy road trip keeps rolling for its 8th and final stop as the Lake Show hits Brooklyn tomorrow at Barclays.
Back to Marcus Smart. Alley-oop LeBron. Reverse dunk over his head. And the Lakers putting on a show.
Your Los Angeles Lakers come face-to-face with the Brooklyn Nets. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m. and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey, it's producer Laura with your LA Care Minute, and here's today's health tip. The best healthcare starts before you get sick. Regular checkups, vaccines, and preventative care can help catch problems early and keep you feeling your best. That's why I want to tell you about my friends at LA Care, a health plan that truly puts our community first. LA Care offers Medi-Cal, California's Medicaid program, providing coverage for low-income individuals and families. They also offer LA Care Covered, available through Covered California, for anyone in the state who needs health insurance. With 12 community resource centers across Los Angeles and growing, LA Care, in collaboration with Blue Shield Promise, offers free vaccine clinics, health consultations, family events, workout and cooking classes, and so many helpful resources. They even specialize in senior care with programs designed to support healthy, independent living. Learn more at lacare.org or discover LA's most affordable health plan at lacarecovered.org. LA Care is more than a health plan. We're part of your community.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Yo, this is Jerry Garcia. It's your boy Concrete. And you're listening live to the 710 ESPN Radio, the best show, 3 to 6, DeMarco and Travis live.
Let's go. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Oh, is this Hips Don't Lie? Yay!
Yep.
Okay, I'm a Chavato too. Travis said his golf outing in the desert was fun.
It was.
Yes, that's how you do it. You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
I can confirm. Can't confirm. 100% accurate.
How was your head the next day? That's the funny
My
thing.
head was surprisingly okay. My stomach a little less so.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
My stomach was a little unsettled, as they like to say.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was a good time.
Who else got hired in the NFL? We already talked about that. Kubiak, LaFleur got a job. Oh, Anthony Weaver is with the Ravens.
As the
DC.
yeah.
Yeah, good coach. Who else got hired that we didn't talk about? Raheem Morris is in San Fran.
I don't love that.
He's like the Jabberwockies. I must hate you forever now. How dare you? But that's a great hire by them.
It is.
Who knows the Rams better than him?
They're going to be good next year again.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. Raheem's a good coach. Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. They seem to always be able to fill holes at a rate that they got to where they got to this year, despite that half their team was done for the season, was a miracle.
Great coaching.
Yes. Yeah. It's a miracle that doesn't happen almost ever. And that they were a game away from being the number one seed.
Uh-huh.
And
right
they were
there.
missing half their team. It's extraordinary.
So the more we talk, especially this hire, the more Matthew Stafford has leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're about to be surrounded. Think about it. Seattle's built. They may be defending champs.
Yep.
San Francisco, like you said, was good even without their guys. Imagine when they get them all back. Plus, they got a guy that knows you.
Yep.
So you have to get better. That's going to be Jim Leonard. Is this the same Jim Leonard that used to play? I think it is. I think it is this Jim Leonard. He is the Bills hired him as their DC.
Going back to the Stafford thing, that what you just said, that's why I think it will work out. Is because the Rams are also very good. We're talking about Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
They could be the defending champs. San Francisco will be very good. The Rams will be very good.
Right.
But they will be even better with Matthews.
What instantly makes you better than those three teams we just mentioned? Him.
Right. And so there isn't a place where he can go. There's probably a place where he could go get more money, but I don't know if there's a place he could go get good money and still have a chance to win the Super Bowl other than here.
Right.
And that's why I think he's competitive. I think he wants to win. I don't think he's there just to stack dollars.
No,
he wants his money, and understandably so.
Yeah.
But he's coming off an MVP season. Like, it just makes perfect sense to have him back.
Ski mask, and I wouldn't blame him. Ski mask means you're just stealing for the last 2 years. I'm about done.
You know what it is?
What?
It's the scene in White Men Can't Jump where the guy goes into the liquor store and says, "Marvin, is that you?"
That's right.
And it's like, yeah, man, I had to try it. But now, can I just have the money?
That's it.
Right?
You can ski mask if you want and go to the highest bidder and say, my Hall of Fame career, whatever's left of the Hall of Fame, is solidified. Especially if I get the hardware with the MVP. And I'm just going out for top dollar. And that could be. And I would never begrudge you that.
Neither
but
would I.
If you want to have a chance to be great,
yes,
to be
yes
on the Mount Rushmore,
yes,
then you need to be here.
That's the difference.
Yes.
That if you want to go get one last bag, go get it, and everybody's going to go, I understand. If you want to go win the Super Bowl one more time and go out with a multiple-time maybe you win a Super Bowl MVP, that could put you into a different category. It's a different slice of NFL royalty as opposed to, well, I made more money than anybody. Okay, great, until the next guy makes more than you.
But that's the other side. If I'm the team, I would say the same thing. I would just say vice versa.
Yeah.
You want to be great, this is your best chance to do it.
And that's why I think it'll work out.
And the only thing stopping you is $10 million.
Right.
And you got 400.
And that's a fair argument.
Yes, right.
That's not an unreasonable position to take. The counter, I think, would be, you're right, but I'm also right that if Tua Tagovailoa is making $50 million,
yes,
and I'm making less than that, something's wrong here.
Right. Can you make him take less?
Yeah. So
can you make him take less, and I'll show up?
It'll figure itself out. I'm very optimistic.
Okay, so real quick, before we get into the Lakers, I forgot to mention this. The Vikings fired their GM out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah out of nowhere, which and the whole Sam Darnold thing and the questions. Yeah, and the questions about, should they have let him go now based on what we know now? It seems like something might be wrong in Minnesota. It seems like they got that all wrong.
They botched that big time.
Right, and when you start to fire guys like this, it may be that team was just better on the field than we knew, and it covered up a lot.
What? Tell me the man's name again.
Kwesi Adofo-Mensah.
Okay, so Mr. Mensah, I'm going to try to defend him for a second. When Sam Darnold left the Vikings, no one was screaming, "What the hell are you doing?" Okay, when he
even their announcers,
no one was screaming, "Wait, if Matthew Stafford leaves the Rams at the end of the season, people are like, guys, what the hell's going on?" That will be the conversation. Nobody was doing that with Darnold.
True.
It was you just spent a first-round draft pick on J.J. McCarthy. You're not going to have him sit on the bench for another year. Sam Darnold did have a horrible end of the season and a horrible playoff game. This is a bit of revisionist history because Darnold has been so good this year and he's back in the Super Bowl, but nobody was saying you're letting the Super Bowl quarterback out the door. Nobody was saying that.
Well, let me read this for you. Go ahead. Real quick.
I was saying that everyone was just saying that the Vikings should have went ahead and just franchise tag Sam Darnold and just given him one more opportunity.
Sure, might have been smart.
But then you're putting McCarthy on ice again. And look, it turns out that would have been the right decision, but nobody was for sure.
No one had that. No.
Right. McCarthy was the 10th pick in the draft. You got to let him play at some point.
Adofo-Mensah's tenure with the Vikings has been a disaster. The Vikings are $45 million over the cap, despite having a QB that's on his rookie deal.
That is a fireable offense.
Right there.
Yeah.
And he let go of Sam Darnold, now the guy that has a chance to be Super Bowl MVP, and Daniel Jones in favor of J.J. McCarthy. So two guys had great seasons, and you got a shot at them both.
That's what Travis's point. No one knew Daniel Jones was going to go out there and ball out in Indianapolis. No one knew that.
Or Darnold.
No, at all. But the fact that they did and your guy didn't.
100%.
You're right.
Now, the argument against it was, well, you picked McCarthy, and he doesn't look like he's got the goods.
True.
So if it's that plus those other things, sure. But if it's just the Darnold thing.
Okay, one more. There was also an instance where Adolfo-Mensah allowed the Lions to move up for Jameson Williams. In exchange, the Vikings came away with Lewis Seen.
Sure.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do that thing we were just talking about at the party to see if I know if you're making guys up?
That's it
because
right
you
there.
might have gotten me right there. That
That's
was one of those.
right there. Oh, my God. Yes, all that stuff we just mentioned is fireable. Speaking of that, okay, so I think JJ is kind of
Redick or McCarthy?
JJ Redick right
Okay.
now, going to the Lakers real quick. Segue.
Double JJs.
I think he's kind of, how do you say this, untouchable for a year?
Oh, yeah. He's not going anywhere.
So he just signed a contract extension in the summertime.
I know. I think he's going to be above blame or credit.
Yeah.
Because if you win, it's going to be based on what Luka did for you. If you lose, well, we kind of expected it.
I think if they win, he will get some credit. I think if they lose, he will not wear much of the blame.
How much credit do you think he gets if they do win? It'll be a miracle.
Win what?
Let's say they make the finals, the Western Conference
if they
finals.
win a playoff round, it's a smash success for him.
Right.
One playoff round is a very good season for
But
them.
I think we'll be talking more about Luka than him.
Depends on what happens.
Right.
If they win a playoff round because Luka's averaging 42 a night, then it's Luka. But if they win a playoff round because they suddenly find a way to stop people,
Yeah.
JJ's going to get credit for that.
I hope you can figure out some way to stop people with what you have. That would make him a great coach in my eyes. It really would. If you can find some way to be better defensively consistently with this group, oh, my God.
I kind of always go back to my default setting as a baseball person. I think of it as like a pitcher, right? If I can't get you out with fastballs, I have to try something else. So I'm going to throw you a bunch of curveballs. And if it's working, and then all of a sudden you start to hit curveball, now I got to go to a third thing or a fourth thing or go back to the first thing. I have to keep you guessing. And it feels like they kind of found something with that zone that they've been playing, that it works periodically until it doesn't, and then they just kind of sit in it and they don't get out of it. I would like to see them get out of it a little more quickly. That Knicks game, I think, is a perfect example, where in the third quarter, the Knicks kind of had it figured out. Well, go to the next thing. Throw the next pitch. Throw the changeup. Throw the slider. Throw whatever it is you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know you've just got this, I'm going to eventually figure out how to do it. You're going to need to adjust back. I think that's the challenge.
Who do you think is the best coach in the NBA right now? OKC's coach, because defending champs?
I think Steve Kerr has to be out there.
My question is, while you're thinking of that,
Spoelstra always gets a lot of votes when it comes to that stuff.
So if you swapped out Spo for Redick, does he get more out of this group?
Maybe marginally, but maybe not.
That's what I mean. If he does, that would be a great coaching. That would be pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
The one sport where I think the coach can have an immediate, if you just leave everything else the same, is football. Where if you get the right head coach in a football program, it can the tide will elevate everyone around him.
100%.
I don't think that's true in baseball. I don't think that's true in basketball. I couldn't speak to hockey. I don't know it well enough. But you can have Dave Roberts, I think, is a great manager, but he's got the best players. If you gave Dave Roberts the Anaheim Angels might be a little better, but they're not going to be a lot better.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's what the Lakers are right now. They're okay, but I don't think it's a failure of coaching. It's a failure of personnel.
And that's what I mean. I think he gets, I guess, what do you call a safe year? No matter what happens,
I think
you're
he's
fine.
got some runway. Again, this goes back to the Guggenheim group because Ned Coletti had some runway.
Mm-hmm.
Don Mattingly had some runway. They don't come in and start putting bullets in people. They let things go for a minute and not let them go in we're not paying attention, but we're going to evaluate this to the best that we can. And I don't think he would have gotten that extension had everybody not been involved in the decision.
I'm starting to come around to what you guys say about not making any moves and just let
it's hard to get there,
run
but
his course.
I think so.
Because I wouldn't want to throw something else at him. Unless you can improve or help.
But
if it's cheap, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They always been aggressive during the trade deadline, and it always led to either a first-round exit, and then the one year where they did make it to the Western Conference Finals, which was a good year. They got the most out of that group. But then you just gotta be patient because don't go in there and start throwing in future first round picks or I'm gonna get this guy to try to enhance his roster to see if he can make a jump and significantly try to be a better team. Nah, man, it doesn't work like that.
Just trying to replace the windshield wipers. That's all.
Yeah,
not the whole car.
Yeah.
Just this. Can we do this
but
here?
that's the thing. There's not a name that the Lakers are gonna try that they've been targeted with that they can get somebody.
I know we're up against it. I heard DeRozan. Anybody?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
nothing.
Not. Volume shooter at the older tenure of his career, great offensive player, does not help what they needed defensively.
There you go. They don't need more, especially once Reeves comes back. They're going to put the ball in the basket. They need to keep the ball out of the basket.
Right.
And that doesn't help that problem.
I can't find a 3-and-D guy. Everybody wants him. And the Lakers are in need, so you're going to have to give up a lot. That's just, it's smarter to wait. as much as I hate that.
It's deeply unsatisfying to just kind of fold your hand or just play it out. You just keep checking, right? Like, let's just go to the end. I know I got 2 7s. I'm not going to win, but who knows? Maybe in
I'm having fun with the Lucas step back, though. It is funny.
He's fun to watch.
It is fun watching them torture people. Yeah, it is. Yeah, big dude. I can't believe they had a raised floor and he fell off and almost got hurt. Are you out of your mind?
That's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
It's so stupid.
By the way, the Cavs are looking into fixing that.
You think?
You think?
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It took some time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait until there's a Paul George situation or a Kevin Ware situation. It's like, I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, is Paul George suspended now?
25 games.
25 games.
What did he take?
Something he shouldn't have.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All right, we got Shop Talk coming up next, right?
Yes, we do,
Yay,
sir.
I love Shop Talk. All right, coming up next, DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA. Hey, the big game is right around the corner, but before, it's NBA trade deadline. ESPN LA and Hendrix Gin are taking over Rock and Brews. Yes, we are taking over Rock and Brews in El Segundo Thursday, February 5th. That's a couple of days from now. For Super Week trade deadline party, hard to say. Super Week trade. Why am I saying tread?
Trade.
Thank you. Super Week
Trade.
deadline party. Thank you very much. Join Mason and Ireland and special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr., followed by me and Trav as we broadcast live from noon to 5:30. You can become a Ginsider and follow every purple and gold move live or whatever they will and won't do. And you can win tickets to a professional basketball game. And check out the Hendrix Gin merch and Ginsider cocktails. Hendrix Gin, the official gin partner of the Los Angeles Rams, and uncommonly crafted with cucumbers, roses, bringing artistry and imagination for a flavor that's anything but ordinary. No other gin tastes like Hendrix Gin because no other gin is made like Hendrix Gin. It's all happening Thursday at Rockin' Brews in El Segundo. We'll see you there.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Jim Gray has been involved in so many moments.
Yeah, he's been
so
a part
many
of a
moments.
lot of big sports moments in history. There's no doubt.
I can think of Jim when Tyson bit off of Andrew Holyfield's ear. You know,
Look at me, man. Look, I got one eye. Look, he got 2 eyes. I'm ready to fight.
that was Jim Gray. You know,
there's a promo right there.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Call Jacob. From courtside to curbside, when accidents happen, Jacob's the one you call. 800-345-6789.
3 decades of experience. Jacob has got the rep to get you the compensation that you deserve. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration. Happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
In Los Angeles, it's not about closing deals. It's about opening partnerships. At ESPN LA, we're hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants. People who build relationships and create custom solutions powered by ESPN LA and the biggest teams in the city. This is where brands connect with fans who care. Competitive pay, full benefits, unlimited upside. Open your next partnership. Apply now at goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about civic tax relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 that I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic tax relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 60, puts you right in the center of the biggest game of the year. And when anything can happen during the Super Bowl, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If a player goes down in the first half, you still get paid out in cash immediately once your bet settles. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Amber and Ian. That's code Amber and Ian to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on this.
Let me be very, very clear.
Yes,
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Ooh, I'm going to hijack it before you start. The road to the Lombardi continues at Yamava, and Super Sunday is taking over the pool deck. Join Cappy Morales-Bregman and producer Lindsay at Yamava Resort and Casino for a full-blown Super Sunday watch party. Doors open at 1 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30. So get there early and soak up in the energy before the game even starts. Lock in your spot now at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com. And join us on the Yamava pool deck. You in? Mike.
That's when I say Laura's doing the Captain Phillips. I'm the captain.
I am the captain. Now.
Also, today we haven't talked about it. 1 year, Lucas here in LA. Remember where you were? Because I remember where I was.
Yeah.
At dinner.
Where was I? Where were you?
It happened on a Sunday, like a Saturday. It's a Friday into a Saturday, or Saturday
into a Sunday.
Saturday into a Sunday, and I remember because I was sick as a dog. I had the flu. And Greg called me, Greg Bergman here, and he's like, hey, can you pop on for a few minutes and talk about this Lucas stuff?
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I can. I said, I can barely lift my head off the pillow. But
I remember that.
But I'll do it. And I literally talked about it because, you know, when the news broke the next morning, I was already felt awful.
Aww.
So I'm kind of looking at it through one eye. I'm like, and having, you know, when you're sick and you have a fever, you're like, is this real? Is this real?
Yeah.
So I was having the whole, is this real thing going on?
Me.
And then I literally laid on my bed and talked about Luka for 10 minutes and then immediately went back to sleep.
Good for you.
And did not come into work on Monday. I was so banged up.
Yeah, so I was in San Diego. I got the same message. Hey, because everybody was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it real? Is it fake? What's going on? Who can confirm all this stuff? So I remember I'm at a party / dinner party or whatever. And I get it, and I'm like, oh, crap, I got to leave. And they're like, what do you mean you got to leave? I was like, dude, I got to go.
Yeah.
We're in San Diego. I literally walked. So when you're on, if you guys go back to that live that we did, I think DeAndre was on it with Greg, and you see like this background, I told the restaurant, where is the corner that I can go? Because I have to go live, and I can't let it be too loud. And the guy's like, are you serious? I'm like, look, it's for work.
Yeah.
He's like, just there. And everyone's like, that's a cool background. I was a little tipsy, man. I was like, is this legit? Am I getting punked right now? It was crazy.
I always wanted to do that in the movies, like when the beepers go off.
Yeah.
The FBI have to leave.
Yeah.
They're having fun at the party.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Luka got traded.
I got a quick one for you guys. So 1 year later, fill in with as many words as you want. The Luka Doncic trade has been blank.
Fun.
Okay.
Super interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
DeAndre?
I would say good.
Good?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm reading the ESPN article that's going where you're going.
Yeah.
4 questions.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers any closer to a title 1 year after the trade?
No.
No,
they have
not
the
at all.
exact same record that they had before they made the trade. Like literally within one game.
The only thing that it gave them was an out on LeBron. I know
changed.
it sounds
They're no
bad.
closer, but the path is more clear, if that makes sense. That they're because LeBron is still here, you got to deal with all of that. but the path to getting closer, I think, is more obvious than it has been at any point. But for me, it's 1 year after, it has been underwhelming. Because it's the same team. And it's not Luka's fault, and it's not that you wouldn't do the trade again or any of those things, but I thought that give this a year and let's see what it looks like. Well, it kind of looks exactly the same as it looked a year ago.
You got a guy that scores 40. Yeah.
Were you expecting more, though, because of how the team is
Marginally.
constructing?
I didn't think it would be a lot. I didn't think they'd be contending for a title, but I thought they'd be better than they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually thought LeBron would have been gone by now.
Really?
I thought he wasn't going to take this.
No, because that would have looked bad for him, and he doesn't do things that make him look bad.
I thought maybe.
Yeah.
How did the Mavericks move on from a short-lived AD era? I think they've already done that,
AD
right?
era?
Yeah, it never
They never got it.
Never happened.
Yeah.
They did for a game.
One more.
One game, DeAndre.
How has the trade affected this year's deadline?
For the Lakers?
Just period, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for the Lakers, not much.
If you're just talking about trade deadline in general,
I guess so.
You never know who's going to be on the move.
I guess so. But it's also set the bar to a point where anything less than a megastar is like, I mean, unless Giannis moves, which he might, but
I think they mean in terms of Harrison being fired because of the move. Like, you may be afraid to do anything if it doesn't work out.
Well, I think most GMs would be pretty reluctant to trade the second or third best player in the league. I don't think that's a hard bar to clear.
He should have been more reluctant.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have happened. But yeah, I'm with you. It's been fun. It hasn't yielded the results that I thought it would.
Yeah,
but I think that's coming.
I do too.
Yeah,
but 1 year in, it's been a little like,
yeah,
maybe 15% better than it's been.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we got?
Tater tot.
Oh, it's Tater Tot Day.
Sold. Give me
National
more.
Tater Tot
So
Day.
good.
Okay, this will sell me on air fryers.
Go.
How are they with tater tots?
Anything
10 out
in
of 10.
anything in the
Excellent.
air fryer is amazing.
Yes.
You guys
Just
all have
get
air
one.
fryers?
Yes.
Do you guys in the back have air fryers too?
Everybody
has an air fryer. Punchy, do you have an air
you
fryer?
have an air fryer?
I feel like I'm the last one in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
I don't have an air fryer.
It will be the quintessential. I don't know what the hell I was waiting for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll find one.
100% correct.
Yeah.
It's National Groundhog Day. Well, we all knew that, right? There's a National Hedgehog Day.
Apparently, there's a national for everything. now.
Groundhog, hedgehog.
I
There's
had no
a
idea.
difference.
National Ukulele Day.
I don't have any skills.
I'm always impressed with people that can play the
So
ukulele.
little. Don
It
Ho is the only ukulele player I
Yes.
know. Tiny bubbles.
Birthdays, Shakira,
In the
49.
line.
Who's Tom Blythe?
It was some actor that I'm like, maybe you guys know. I don't know.
Farrah Fawcett's birthday is today.
Oh,
Dwayne
R.I.P.
Chapman is 73. Blake Clark is 80. Brent Spiner, that's Data from Star Trek.
Yeah,
and
I'm
Jack
familiar.
McGee is 77.
So you know, Piqué was Shakira's ex, and they're exactly 10 years apart because they have the same birthday.
Yeah, I skipped that one. I couldn't say the last name.
Piqué.
Piqué.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something you buy and eat? Piqué?
No.
Piqué something?
Is he a soccer player?
Yeah, he's
I think
a soccer
so. It
player.
is a soccer player. You're
Yeah,
right.
Piqué.
100%. It's fun. You never know.
I like that you thought it was something to eat.
I thought it was
That's awesome.
something
It's a
called
soccer player.
Piqué.
Yeah, Piqué.
Something with
Maybe it
little
is.
peas and capers or something. Am I wrong?
Never
Never
might
mind.
not be wrong, but I'm unfamiliar.
I'm just
Yeah.
hungry is what it is. Yeah.
Peas and capers.
And last thing, forget the Jabberwockies. How
No.
dare you walk them out? We're done. We're done forever. It's fun. Catch y'all soon. DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.